Hello. 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 Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. What's up? What is going on my... Oh, I forgot about the microphone. I'll put that up in just a second. What is going on, my beautiful rebellion? It is your tiny rebellious leader, and welcome back to Swooning Over Stands. Yes, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go put the sign up. We're already off to a great start. I knew that I was forgetting something. My brain was like, "You're forgetting something," and I was like, "Oh, hi." My brain was like, "You're forgetting something." No, I'm not. I have everything. Wait a second. I look over to my door, and there's the piece of paper with like a giant printed microphone on it, because that's how I signal to the rest of the house. Hey, I'm streaming. Do not disturb. Okay? Do not talk to me. Right? If you have anything, message me. So I just have a piece of paper. I, did that at my house when I was living with my parents. So, yeah. That was it. But we're back playing Swooning Over Stands with the lovely, fantabulous, my Pookie, Frebbles. Frebby. There is the Frebby. Frebby.
Harry. Hey, little Frebby, that's me.
It's little Frebby.
E.
So, yeah, where we last left off, what were we doing? We got arrested.
Oh, yeah, we did. We did get arrested.
Also, today, I'm just tired, and I don't care, so I'm wearing my new end shirt. Look at this little yellow-eyed twink. I love him. He is. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, today, tired. Today I'm tired. I woke up at 7 for my ballet class, and then I've just been doing other stuff. I took a nap, so I feel a little bit better, but...
It's always best to take naps.
Yeah. No, nobody tell you other lies.
No other lies? Yeah, no,
Nobody
you
tell
are very AP.
Nobody tell you otherwise. As an adult, it is not okay to take naps. It is perfectly fine for you to take a nap as a full-grown adult because you most definitely need it. Children do. Adults definitely do. Like, they definitely need to take naps.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah. What are you eating, by the way? You said you were making food, but what are you eating?
Yes. I'm sorry for everyone if you hear me munch onto like some food. I am eating chicken nuggets with smiley fries.
You mind sharing some? Ah!
How? How do I pass this through my microphone?
Yeah. But, I don't know. I feel like there's other things to talk about. Recently, Fred and I have been playing, like, a rhythm game. Thank you, Fred, for finding... okay, so this is what's been recently happening with the two of us, is a couple days ago, Fred messaged me and said, hey, I've been scrolling on Epic Games in, like, the free section, because there's apparently a thing where Epic Games will have games that are free for, like, a couple of weeks or so.
Yep.
And there's this rhythm game.
For people not knowing and they are PC gamers, you guys can actually go and download Epic Games. So then, like, every week, like, for, like, maybe 7 to, 10 days, they have 2 free games, maybe 1 sometimes. And you can download them, and you keep them. This is, like, really something that I love with, like, Epic Games. Like, with this, because, like, sometimes stuff is free, I got Fallout 2, the post-nuclear thing. I got, I kid you not, this is a game that costs freaking $80, and it's the Callisto Protocol. I got this game for free because Epic Games decided to put it free.
Yeah, no. It's really clever kind of thing, because it's like, you're like, I'm interested in this. I feel like in concept, like, it's a good idea, because you'll be like, I'm interested in this game, but I don't know how good it is, and I'm afraid to, like, spend money on it. And so then you have a chance to, like, play the game and determine whether or not, I don't know. I think it's really cool.
Even got, like, GTA 5 for free with this.
Yeah, so the game
So yeah,
that Fred showed me is a game called Super Crazy Rhythm Castle, which in the
and
title of the name, it's a rhythm game. Think of Friday Night Funkin'. It's
yep,
really interesting, and I just looked up the price in American dollars. $39.99.
39 first. It for me it was like 57.
Yeah, but you live in Canada.
Yeah, that's my problem.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of a difference.
Yeah,
You live in
and
Canada land, so
yeah, and if you guys actually want to play this game right now, it is still free until the 19th, until
we're not
11.
sponsored, by the way.
I know. Yeah. It's just like it's a really, really cool
It's a
game. That
really
it's like
fun
a
game.
co-op rhythm game that you need to do some
It's
levels, but like sometimes you need to work together
yeah.
to like do some task and everything, while like some others are like playing like the little rhythm game, and like oh, I love it so much.
Yeah, no, it's been I spent all day most of my day yesterday playing it because my brain was recuperating from a very busy Sunday, and apparently I told my therapist about like, oh hey, like I'm playing a rhythm game, like my friend found me a rhythm game, and then she was like, yeah, I've been reading that like self-care for autistics book, and apparently rhythm stuff is very good for autistic people. I think that's why we like it so much.
What?
What do you mean?
No, okay. I'm sorry. I am still in that little bit denial part because I didn't got.
You never got a diagnosis.
Yeah.
Which is fair.
I
But
kinda
if you are autistic, this would make sense. But I'm
Yeah,
not
because
gonna.
I always loved rhythm games, any type of it. I started playing rhythm games when I think I was maybe 6 or like 7 years old because my parents decided to buy on the Wii freaking Guitar Hero.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So
yeah.
that's just apparently a scientific fact. And I might be playing it on stream at some point, when I get a lot better, because while I can keep a rhythm, my hands sometimes don't like to cooperate. It's like I'm really good at keeping a rhythm. I've been doing music all my life, and so I'm really good at that stuff. Problem is that this is where I struggle, because, like, I've always wanted to play the drums because of said rhythm. But my hands suck at cooperating and doing different things at once sometimes, and so that can provide an issue. But
It happens to me sometimes as well,
yeah,
but I got
friend,
like a really good rhythm, and I think that, well, when one day, if the economics here actually let us do that, when we get a house, I'm gonna buy myself a freaking drum set.
dude, same.
Because I've always wanted to play drums.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy myself an electric drum set if I ever
Ooh,
move
yeah.
out and have a space of my own. However, we spent last night playing some of it, and we got to like a really difficult room where like, because like the whole thing
Shit.
is that, hold on, the whole thing is that there are levels obviously, and there will be different challenges or distractions, as the game likes to call them, so you don't just like play the song straight through most of the time. You have to like leave and like do another thing in order to complete the level. Sometimes it's another thing where, in this instance, the entire floor spins, thus disrupting your orientation, and sometimes you'll have to like really think quickly with your brain to remember what colors, like sometimes the thing will be upside down, and so like instead of the whatever the frick they're called, the notes, there it is, are coming down, and you have to like press them. They're going up, and so you have to think reverse. And what we did was we thought of a system, and it worked.
It was my fucking idea because I'm a dumbass. And then I was like, I need a trick because sometimes the room like spins too much, and then I'm like, I need a trick. And when you play regular, you only have 3 notes instead of 4. And the colors are purple, green, and blue for the regular. But the thing is that green was down, blue was right, and purple was left.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, I need something to remember. And I went, huh, I'll just need to remember that purple is left.
It's fucking genius because the entire time we're just like, what color's purple? What's left? It's purple. Purple is left. The purple is left, and the purple is left. Purple is left. Purple is left, and stuff like that. It was genius. We fucked up a few times, but we got it because like we went silent mode for the last few tries. And under my breath, I was like, remember, purple is left. Purple is left.
Like, in our minds, we were like, purple's left, purple's left.
It actually... Dude, if I stopped thinking about it, I actually would mess up far more if I did not remember that purple is left.
Oh my god!
And that night, I went to bed thinking that. And also hearing the... Yeah.
I kid you not, Rebel texted me maybe 10 minutes after we hung up, saying, I'm going to bed. All I can see is purple, and all I hear is a frog freaking song.
Wait, no, let me tell you exactly what I said. I said, at 10:36 p.m., I close my eyes and I see the purple. I hear the hippo and the frog. I am in hell. There's more. There's more. There's more. My mind spins like the circle. Over and over. Purple is left.
And me, I just typed purple in the Discord GIF, and the first GIF that I see is a fucking Elmo, just like the arms in the air with flames, but someone decided to put it purple.
It's genius. But we've talked enough. Let's actually begin the fucking game. And let me bring your PNG in this time. Let's remember that. Oh shit, right. I need to find the load.
Please remember to share your screen.
No. Suffer.
I'll suffer with my nuggets in my corner. You ain't gonna get in.
Literally about to say
What did you thought I was gonna say?
Nothing.
Rebel?
No.
Rebel?
No.
Type it for me.
I don't know what you were actually gonna say. I just heard something different. Anywhoosies, you know what? How about this? We just ditch these geezers and go play the rhythm game.
Oh. No.
Oh. You're no fun.
Hey, okay?
I can't. No, don't overwrite the save.
No. Oh. It almost happened again!
You're doing it just fine. Okay. Someone thumps their fist on the storage room door, stirring you from sleep with a jolt and a thud as you fall off the mattress. Scrambling to your feet, you step over to the door and swing it open wide. Here we go.
Oh god. Furball, I need your help!
Oh no. It's at that moment that you look down to see Waddles swaddled in her arms, wearing a top hat and a small bow tie.
Why is Waddles looking so dapper?
He does look pretty dashing, doesn't he? Wait, we're not here to dish out compliments. There's an emergency.
I'm gonna butcher her voice even more because I have food with me.
This is not a professional setting, you're fine. No, this is professional. This is your test to determine whether or not you're meant for the guild.
No!
Okay.
I love emergency!
Oh, I clicked too early, my bad. Mabel stares up at you with wide eyes, her little arms unmoving as Waddles attempts to wriggle free from her grasp. This kid's stronger than she looks. Knowing Mabel, this could mean she has a new crush from what Dippers told you she's still deeply rooted in her boy-crazy phase, or she desperately wants to wed Waddles to some unsuspecting critter outside.
No, we're taking a bite. Waddles and Gompers are renewing their vows today, and I can't find Gompers to put his gun on. You gotta help me find him.
You weren't actually expecting your second guess to be right.
Okay, wait, Mabel, just calm down for a second.
But we have to find Gompers. The ceremony is in 20 minutes.
Waddles wriggles Waddles wriggles himself free and runs down the hallway to freedom, ignoring Mabel's shriek of protest as she chases him. You're compelled to go back to bed, deciding this is almost definitely a dream, but jog after Mabel regardless. You catch sight of Mabel just as she leaps over Dipper, who's sitting on the floor with a large array of graph paper and chewed pencils. She runs to the back door, suspiciously open after Waddles' snorting self, yelling at him not to lose his time. Mabel, what's going on?
Waddles winning Gumpers?
You're a little out of breath. Mabel's fast. Dipper smacks a hand to his forehead, dragging it down his face dramatically. Of course. She told me they were renewing vows or something. They got married last summer, but she misses the pizzazz of weddings. Dipper looks nonplussed, but you can tell he's at least a little invested. Are you gonna help her with, whatever that was? Do you think we should actually skip this, considering we've already done it?
Oh.
And we can just... We know what happens.
Yeah, and then, like, there was nothing really, like...
Nothing
important.
Mr. Mystery worth.
You can, like, try to skip until, like, maybe Stan and Ford arrives, maybe? Yeah. Can you try to stop it?
Oh, I can't skip it. Okay, I don't even know what's going on. And, oh, shit, there's a moment of silence. I'll help if you do.
Thanks, Dipper.
And with that, skip! We'll check inside Stan's car this time. Let's spice it up a little bit. Despite the absence of both Stan and Ford, the former's cherry red car sits in front of the shack, gleaming in the summer sun. You head towards it and peer in the windows, cupping your hands around your eyes to see inside. There's a can of pit soda on the passenger seat, a badly hidden pack of cigars in the driver's side door pocket, and a magazine on the floor on the back seat. You squint at it and find it's emblazoned with the title, Fully Clothed Women. Interesting. Okay. And you hope Stan will clean that up before you go on another drive with him, but it's not a goat. Okay, under the shack's foundation. We immediately got it right the first time, so...
Yeah, because we know Gumpers.
Yeah, you duck onto your knees and look under the house. There's a large hole that leads somewhere underground, but you figured Gompers isn't down there if that's Ford's illustrious basement Dipper's gushed about. We'll look on the roof, and we'll skip. It'll give me no greater honor. Skip. Oh. Oh, wait, that's when they arrive, but, like, here we go.
It's okay, now we're okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's new.
Stan clears his throat, awkwardly rubbing the back of his neck. Thanks for playing with Mabel and her weird wedding thing. Looks like she likes you. It's not hard, but still. He gives you a genuinely grateful smile that you easily return.
It's no problem, really. I'm happy to keep her and Dipper happy where I can. God, my stuttering.
It's okay. Stan nods at you, pink in the cheeks, before going past you and heading into the house. You swear you see Ford give him a funny look, but you could just be imagining it.
Hey, Fribble!
Every time.
That is funny.
I swear you're gonna have a compilation of me trying to do a line and me just freaking coughing.
Dude, it's like, I think we already made the joke about, like, Mabel just consuming glitter or sprinkles, and she's like,
We did. Ooh, okay. Oh, and I'm eating too at the same time. It's not helping. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe don't. Well, honestly, it sounds like a skill issue.
Do you want me to come over there and shove you down your throat all of my freaking smiley fries? So
yes!
That you
I'm hungry! I'm hungry and I miss you!
Oh my god!
We've never even met, but I miss you.
Ah! Okay.
Hey, Fribble, you're gonna miss a party! We got popsicles!
Okay, I'm gonna... Do I get approval to skip? Because...
I like this part.
Okay. Alright. I call the red ones... That was really... Oh my god. Pineapple ones are still mine, I call dibs.
But the pineapple ones are the best ones!
Mabel and Stan wrestle over a yellow popsicle while Dipper contentedly unwraps a red one, holding it above his head and out of Gompers' way. Ford gingerly picks out a purple ice pop and leaves the ice chest open for you to grab one as well. While Stan and Mabel aren't looking, you hide the pineapple popsicles at the bottom of the chest. Dipper sees and starts laughing, but doesn't tell. They're a strange bunch, these two sets of Pines twins, but they're certainly making your summer a lot more exciting as your stay at the Mystery Shack continues, your wreck of a car sitting outside in the heat of the setting sun. Finally, some good dialogue. Let's go!
Yay!
It's another day of summer, with nothing to do but wait. Your schedule's surprisingly clear today. Stan usually has something going on for you to help with, and if not, Ford, Seuss, or the kids do. Oh, I was about to click Ford. We go with Stan.
No, let's go with Stan.
You pass through the living room. Mabel spots you from her seat at the table. There's gonna be no D&D today.
Rebel, I was hoping I'd see you. Come on. I want to ask you something.
Sorry, Dungeons, and more dungeons. What the fuck is D&D in this universe? I don't have D&D in real life today. But this is... Mabel points down at the table with the raspberry pink-colored pencil. Her art supplies scattered across the table lie across various sheets of paper with brightly colored doodles and lots of glitter. You see a drawing that looks like a cross between Barney and Godzilla. Hopefully the copyright police won't come for my ass. A page full of puppies, and a page with a drawing that kind of looks like you, but with... Is that Ford or Stan? Mabel's not finished with it yet, but the telltale jawline gives it away. You sit down at the table across from Mabel and suddenly get the same feeling you'd get at a job interview. It's intensified.
She does.
Yeah,
Wait, okay. I feel like that in those times when like Mabel asks you to sit down in front of her, it would have this weird feeling every time.
You're just like,
She has, like, that
feel like
weird
I'm about to
aura.
get scolded by my parents. Yes,
But
I
it's-
agree.
But it's a 13-year-old kid.
Yes, but that makes it all the more impressive.
Yeah. I wonder who she takes it from.
It's intensified when she pushes her organized chaos of papers aside and steeples her fingers over the table's surface.
Rebel, I'll be frank.
I'm not gonna make the joke again.
I've been trying to find a match for my grunkles for a while, but I never seem to get their matches made.
Probably because the fucking town is not really full of prosperous
people for
candidates.
Yeah. Sorry, a match?
But then it's like you were pulled from thin air, attracted to the shack by a magnet of love.
Mm-hmm.
It was a sign, and this week just make the chemistry you share with him obvious. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Our Lord and Savior, Mickey Mouse.
I don't know
what
that already.
Oh shit! It's copyright! Sorry, Steamboat Willie. That's public domain.
Who?
Steamboat Willie, Mickey Mouse.
Ah,
Found a loophole. That's who I was talking about.
damn.
I think that's correct? Yeah, probably. I don't know at this point. Stan.
Man.
Exactly. Greckelston says he's not looking for love anymore, but I think he says that after every rejection. He's a romantic deep down. I can feel it. And
Sorry. Wait, I totally didn't just choke on my tea. Was rather choking on your statement. Oh, wait.
Dude, okay. I am with Mabel. I am sure, okay, that... Hear me out. The thing is that Grunkle Stan is a lot like my boyfriend right now. These two men actually have went through so much into their lives that they haven't really got into social, kind of like... So it's a bit harder for them to kind of go into these kind of relationship. But having friends, it's a bit less. But, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can agree with that. He might be a romantic deep down. Okay, what was I?
And you know what
and
to say.
you know, And you know what they say, even if you're not looking for it, love will find you no matter what.
And it
Whether
is
you
true.
like it or not.
God, this one is freaking true sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
damn.
Well, I mean, I was gonna make a comment. I already lost it. My bad.
Okay.
Love? That's a jump, to say the least. Well, you've certainly had enough time to form your opinion of Stan, and it's shifted and changed with every additional minute. He's got his own fair share of mysteries, and damn it, you're curious.
I am.
There's plenty of
Settle down!
there's plenty of potential there. I can see it in your face. You know what would really get this chemistry going?
Robbing a bank. That'll really get... What?
I was gonna say something else, but yours was just perfect. I couldn't even say anything else. Talking to him?
That's bullshit! No!
What? No, I'm thinking something more romantic.
Robbing a bank!
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm giving you an idea. I'll get everything ready, Fribble. You just focus on falling completely and utterly in love. Matchmaker Mabel is back in the game.
Just as you exit the talk with Mabel, you run into Dipper right outside the living room, and it doesn't seem like an accident either. His arms are crossed and he's looking at you, dubiously. So I heard about Mabel's plan.
How did you... I just left the room.
Twin telepathy. That, and there's no closed doors in this area. So of
Yeah, no,
course
exactly.
It's like, I just left the room. What do you mean? He could have overheard.
Yeah, and there's like maybe one door? Big, like, hair quotes, because the other door in the living room is like the tiny door that goes into the
Mr. Shack.
into the gift shop.
Yeah.
But it's not like a full-on door. It's just like, what are those called?
Swing doors.
Swing doors. Thank you. I was gonna say totally something else. I didn't want to fuck up.
I'm trying to, like, get the visual of the shack layout in my mind. Because, like, we never exactly see how...
We do.
What do you mean?
Episode...
No, so think about it like this. We have the gift shop. There's gonna be poor visuals. Okay, and then we have, like, the door, the swing door that leads to, like, the kind of sitting room area, living room, hallway, kitchen. Go that way, it leads to some other stuff. That's probably, like, Stan's room
Rebel.
and other things. What?
In season 2, where Mabel goes to go grab the unicorn hair, Ford plays down a map of his own freaking house, so we know kind of
I forgot about that. Because I was trying to figure out where they put, like, the showroom and stuff, but whatever, moving on. Because, like, they have, like, a big space for, like, the party and the maze of mirrors and then, like, the showroom itself, and I'm like, where the fuck
yeah, no,
does that come in?
That part is a bit more complicated, but I think I have a picture in my stuff
It's
that
like-
actually shows the layout.
Is the mystery shack like the TARDIS? Is it just bigger on the inside? Like, what?
That could be fun, but
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, well, word travels fast, and Mabel sends out mass update texts. His defensive posture softens a bit. Just tell me one thing. I know my grunkles can look after themselves, but can you promise me you won't hurt Grunkle Stan?
You can trust me.
Okay, Frobel, I'm remembering that. A text notification sounds and Dipper checks his phone. And be ready. Tomorrow afternoon? For your lakeside date with Grunkle Stan?
Lakeside?
Ugh, she's awkward enough. No offense, Frobel, but it's just my Grunkle Stan actually going on a date. Do old people even date? Kind of hard to wrap my head around. I hope Mabel doesn't ask me for my help tomorrow. I mean, I have enough trouble trying to date for myself. Mabel calls down from upstairs.
Oh wait.
Dip-Dop! I'm gonna need your help tomorrow!
Well, never mind.
I found the layout. There you go. I sent it to you.
Oh, let me see. That night, you head back to your room, ready to go to bed, but mentally still stuck on that interesting conversation earlier with Mabel. Okay, let me look at this. Okay. Yeah, it's like the gift shop and stuff like that. It's not connected to the floor room exhibit and stuff like that. So that's why I was like, what the fuck is going on? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Also makes sense, yes. I don't know. Just there's something about it that makes me go like, why isn't the gift shop and stuff connected? But whatever. I don't really care. Okay. That night you head back to your room. Yeah, okay. Mabel had already put her plan in motion over dinner. Turns out Stan had been planning to take the kids to the lake tomorrow to go fishing, and lucky you! Mabel managed to score you an invite.
Oh, well.
Waddles joins you, surprisingly, and you have some fun petting his belly and taking pictures as a distraction from your thoughts. It's almost like he knew something was up. Or did Mabel send him? Is he infiltrating your safety zone for intel? You decide not.
God, no, Waddles!
You decide not, laying back onto your mattress to try and relax. Waddles settles by your side, snuggling up.
A hug from Waddles. Beautiful. Thanks for the support, little buddy.
Eventually, you get tired of your phone and decide to close your eyes. Can't stop scrolling through those, like, the Stanford and Ford, Stan and Ford edits and thirst traps on TikTok. But at some point, you run out. You can't stop watching.
Stop delaying my life.
You can't just stop thinking about what Mabel said. Stan, a romantic. Is that what Mabel said? Yeah, right. No way. Maybe charming in his own way, sure, but the type of guy to go on an actual date planned by Mabel? What was Mabel planning anyway? She might go for something fancy or formal, but Stan really seems in his element with the hands-on, nitty-gritty stuff. Hopefully, calling it a date won't ruin the natural thing you have going. Your eyes finally close for good, feeling weighed down and heavy. You give Waddles a pat while you still can before slipping into unconsciousness. Excellent job, Waddles, with the chloroform.
No! He still have this bit of intelligent part into his mind after the whole thing happened.
Yeah. Look, that was like a made-up story, so I don't think it's actually real. Remember?
Yeah, I know.
You slip out of a dream and back into your room, real life. Damn it. The sky is light outside and groggily you feel your regret as you realize Waddles' comforting weight isn't there anymore. Wait, that's not what you're regretting. You're regretting the end of what you felt like was a really good dream. Stan had taken you with him to the lake, you think, and somehow ended up in the water. Oh my god.
Good dream.
Good dream. No. Sunlight streamed down on him as he grinned at you, his white shirt sticking wet to skin.
Sorry?
This is a safe space for you to freak out.
No, dude, you don't understand. Like, any type of shirt, it's fine, but they wrote white shirt. I'm just sitting. I'm just like, yep. That'd be a date, alright. But it's the last thing you're expecting from today. Laughing quietly at yourself, you glance at the clock to see it's time to get ready for the day anyway. A little while later, and you're dressed for a day at the lake. Meaning, dressed for a regular day of summer. You're not sure what to expect, so you kept it casual. You would have eaten breakfast with Stan and the kids, but you were barred from the kitchen by Mabel, who was shielding you from a surprise. Instead, you were handed a slice of toast topped with an oddly cheerful sunny-side-up egg and waved outside. Okay. Now that you're out in the sunlight, you can see that Mabel stuck a smiley face sticker on top of the egg. You peel it off with a shrug and dig in.
Leaning against the scarlet door of the El Diablo, you stare up at the totem pole outside the shack, thinking about how it both stands out and fits perfectly in with the shack's aesthetic. It's obviously part of the weirdness of the tourist stop, but you're not sure why. It looks pretty well made, even if it's kind of creepy, that whenever you move the eyes at the top seem to follow you. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, I love those science things.
Suddenly, the front door of the house bursts open and a flurry of sequins and glittery hair clips flies out attached to a very excited Mabel.
Fribble, are you ready?
Never. You're not spying any conspiratory nudges or winks, so you kinda think Mabel's dropped the whole date setup thing. At least for the moment.
For what? Fishing?
Yeah, aren't you excited? This isn't just regular lake fishing. This is Lake Gravity Falls fishing, where adventures awaits. Dangers is hot on your wheels, and the islands shift and move the corners of your eyes.
Do you think that they would PTSD from that giant island head that tried to eat them that one night?
I think yes.
I feel like they would never want to set foot on that lake again after that.
Yeah.
Or if they did, they'd be like looking at every single small island like...
Yeah, no, like, just like judging every island, like...
Like, what did the... yeah, I would not go on that lake ever again. Even if I did, I'd be doing that.
I'm sorry, the what move?
We're talking about Scuttlebutt Island. I love telling that one. So we were on the shore, right? We saw this giant... Hey, you kids better not be giving Fribble that lake monster story again. Stan comes out of the shack. Which one? There's two of them. Stan comes out of the shack with several fishing rods on the crook of his arm, as well as a large tackle box in his right hand. In his other hand are 4 fishing hats with haphazard embroidery on the 2 of them. A closer look reveals that there are actually names stitched onto the hats reading Mabel and Dippy. Uncle Stan, you don't have to pretend not to believe us anymore. I swear it really happened. It just rose right out of the water and started chasing us. Oh, they're talking about this.
Yeah. Hold on, I was putting the wrench away.
And we had to roll back as fast as we could, and it was speaking in creepy monster language, and...
What did I say? No more of that monster talk or you're gonna scare Fribble away. Both kids look a little disappointed, but leave it at that. Stan puts on a smile and drops Dipper and Mabel's respective fishing hats on their heads. Mabel tugs hers on while running to the car while Dipper follows, exchanging his usual hat for the fishing one. Stan looks out after them, then turns to face you. Kids love to exaggerate. Pretty sure it wasn't that terrifying. Oh no. Oh, hello! Foggy!
Oh!
I think they left. Aww. I wasn't paying attention, my bad. No, Foggy, come back. Foggy, I miss you. Okay. Besides, I've been through worse. You heard that, kids? Only your Grunkle Stan's got the right to complain. Stan hefts his fishing supplies over to one arm, using the other to dig around in his pocket for the car keys. He tosses the rods, hats, and tackle box inside. Mabel's hand darts in before Stan can close the trunk, grabbing a hat. Before you can tell what it says, it's shoved into your hands and you smooth out the fabric to read Fribble.
Oh, that's so cute!
Stan
groans.
My god! Stan groans. Mabel, I thought I told you I wasn't gonna give it to them.
But you worked so hard stitching... You worked so hard stitching it this morning. We even got the letters the right way on.
Every time you like cough or choke, speaking as Mabel, I just imagine she's just choking out glitter. She's just like, but you worked so hard. Sorry. Mabel juice.
And you just see like a freaking little tiny dinosaur spits out.
You're just like, I think I should be concerned for this kid's digestive tract, but okay. Mabel gets in the back seat and heads to Dipper, leaving you to look at the hat more closely. The stuffing is a little messy, and one of the letters is backwards, but Stan clearly put some amount of care into it. Speaking of Stan, he's staring at the hat Mabel shoved at you, thinking of something to say. I didn't make that. Yeah, I don't know what Mabel told you, but I didn't make that.
Did you really make this for me?
No. Stan scratches the back of his head and shrugs a little. Yeah, Mabel wouldn't let me leave it till I made you one. Said it was nicer if all of us had matching hats or something.
Yes. Put it immediately. I want, yes. Okay, put it back in the trunk for never, for later. Immediately put I want to put the hat on.
Put the hat in the back of the trunk?
No!
You said
Wait.
the back of the trunk, right?
Rebel, what the fuck you doing?
You put it on and beam at Stan. He doesn't respond, just reaching up and closes the trunk. But you see he looks almost too privately pleased to give comment. Come on, let's get to the lake before all those tourists take the good parking spots. The parking lot is far less packed. Also, I think Foggy is back on. Hi.
Oh!
I miss you. I don't know. Okay, the far less packed than Stan made it out to be. The weather brought out the true fishing fanatics, and you recognize a few customers from the shack's gift shop milling about. There are a couple clouds out, but the sunshine is warm against your skin as you step out of the car and you shield your eyes from the light as you look out over the lake. A few boats bobbing up and down in the blue-gray waters sport telltale signs of fellow fishers with poles sticking out over the boat's edges. But some people are just relaxing in the water. That is famous last actions. Families sit on beach towels and sunbathe. And you spot a couple of kids standing in line for a hot dog stand. For a small town, this place is pretty lively. Mabel and Dipper run out to the shore, where a splash from Mabel soon devolves the moment into a contest of who can splash who worst. You grin at them and their laughter, but a quiet grunt from behind you catches your attention. Left to get everything out of the trunk, Stan struggles to get the fishing equipment out without dropping anything. He'll be fine on his own. Probably.
I'll go help him? I'm helping him!
Okay.
Hey, need some help?
Stan glances up at you. It's really not that much, you know.
Not even a couple of poles?
Stan considers this for a moment, then hands you 2 of the 4 fishing poles. Think you could hold your own?
What? Under the crushing weight of a couple fishing poles? I think I can manage.
You'll be surprised how heavy these poles are. That wasn't even an innuendo or anything. I was just like... You hear Mabel's voice from the distance away to the shore.
Juice! Juice! Hold on, I've got a phone call.
You see Mabel taking out her cell phone as Dipper takes the opportunity to start wringing out parts of his shirt.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'll be there in 5. Bye, Brenda!
Oh no!
Oh no, people are seemingly busy and Dipper will suddenly have to leave as well, leaving the 2 of us alone.
Hold on, I am searching something.
Oh no. Well, like that wasn't planned at all.
Oh no!
Maybe. Oh man, that's too bad. Shit. Mabel hangs up and rushes to you and Stan.
Rebel Stan, I'm really sorry, but an emergency is happening right as we speak.
Oh no. What, is somebody dying? No! Worse! I can't think of anything that's considerably not worse, but totally in character. I don't know, something worse. Worse. Fucking...
Brenda's boyfriend is about to fall off the boat and we need to help him because he's holding off from a rope with around one of his ankle and we need to save him because Brenda is hurt and blah blah blah. I don't know. No, the opposite! A birth thing!
A birth?
What?
I pray to God that it's not... We're going to immediately assume that it's not Mabel's friend who's the same age as her.
Wait, no. It's the badger and the snake. Remember that?
The Snatcher? They're finally giving birth to a Snatcher. Oh god,
Yes!
nature's abomination.
Greta Jr. is having a baby right now.
What?
Who the fuck is Greta Jr.?
I'm sorry. Okay, Greta Jr. is having a baby right now, and Greta needs me there for motherly support. Grego Stan, you gotta let me go.
Stan scratches his head and frowns. I don't know, sweetie. I thought we were all gonna go fishing today. Can't you hold it in? Isn't that a thing that happens? Oh, it's the iguana.
Oh.
Okay. Whew, that had me for a second.
Okay.
Nope, and it's not every day I get to see the wonders of iguana childbirth. Grego Stan, please.
Mabel gives him those patent Mabel puppy eyes. Stan lets out a heavy sigh, shakes his head, and smiles. Alright, Pumpkin. Go on, I know your friend's waiting for you.
Thank you.
Mabel wraps her arms around Stan's waist and gives him a strong hug, her wide grin never faltering. Then she then lets go and grabs Dipper's wrist before dashing off. Wait, what the I knew it!
God damn it, Mabel.
And I'm taking Dipper for moral support.
I fucking knew it. I fucking
Oh
knew
my
it.
god.
I didn't agree to this, Mabel! Mabel!
I thought lizards hatched from eggs.
I fucking knew it. I thought so too, but how life seemed weirder. Best not to question it, kid. Before you delve too deeply into the thought of live birth lizards, your phone buzzes in your pocket, you pull it out, and it's a text from Mabel.
Hi, Furball. I fixed you up so that you can get a whole day with Grego Stan. Have fun.
I knew it.
Oh shoot, I gotta go. Grenda says Grenda is getting closer to baby time. See ya!
Wait,
Uh-huh.
okay.
That clever little devil. Something wrong?
Nah, just Mabel saying she's going to send lots of pictures of the newborn lizard.
Well, come on, let's get to fishing before it gets dark out. Towards the end of the first pier, docked with only a frayed length of rope, is a sad-looking dinghy with the words Stan O'Bore brushed on in thick black paint. You note a small resting motor on the stern that looks as if it's going to fall apart at any moment, and what looks like a hastily made patch on the side. There's no way this thing is watertight. Stan sets the two poles down inside along with the tackle box and gestures at the boat. Well, there she is. A beauty, ain't she? How do I... It's a great boat. Like, fantastic boat. Amazing. It's totally great.
Oh god, I would just go to him and be like, I don't like, what's the words again? It's not that I don't trust your way of like fixing things, but is it gonna support both of our waves?
Listen, Fred, do we just say or well? Consult the walkthrough. This will have serious impact.
This does not.
Oh, so I can just go.
Just say,
You look at Stan, then back at the boat, then back at him. Hello,
Does
ladies.
it do the
Look at
wiggly
your
eyebrows?
Hello. Hello, ladies. Look at the boat. Now back to Stan. Now look at the boat. Now back to Stan. Now back to me. This is not... This is not a new sweet commercial. I was trying to think of something. Now look back at my head. There's diamonds.
Oh my god.
Now look back at the boat. Inside is Pedro Pascal.
What? Oh my god.
I love doing that joke. You look at Stan, then back at the boat, then back at him.
It's a bit small, don't you think?
Oh no. Small space.
Oh no.
Oh no. Stan crosses his arms. Wait, you saying you got a problem with my boat?
No! No, it's just,
Compliment the man's boat. The carp capacity.
What the fuck? Carp? Oh, okay. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go with carp capacity because of the pun. It's like,
I'm shaming. Reel him in. Carp capacity.
yeah. Where are we going to put the massive amounts of fish we're about to catch?
Stan laughs at that, his expression brightening. Ha! Optimistic, I like it.
I'm gonna reel in so much fish, it'll be coming out of... Wait. I'm gonna reel in so much fish, it'll be coming out of...
I think it's supposed to be out of...
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna reel in so much fish, it'll be coming out of your ears.
You
Stanley.
promise? Do you promise that?
No, no. Oh god, you're a goblin.
I'm a what?
You're a knucklehead.
I know I am. I'm finding my notes. Alright, hotshot, I'll hold you to that. Stan climbs down into the boat first, then offers you his hand to steady yourself as you follow him down. The boat wobbles a little, swaying dangerously away from your body, but Stan's grip is firm and you're able to get into the boat without incident. I think it would be better and more stable if you put your hands on my waist.
Rebel! I wouldn't mind though. There's something different between romantic and like actually knowing. Well, wait, what's the word again?
Platonic.
No, chivalry. Is this how you say
Chivalry.
it? Chivalry. Yeah. There is a difference between these two, but people kind of like mix them up sometimes. But,
I know.
But Stan has like.
Yeah, no. This isn't a more... at least in this context, it's more chivalric. I think that's how you say it. With...
Yeah.
Because of the context, perhaps romantic. But for the most part, this is more of a chivalry. If this is done in everyday life, because of course you gotta be nice and whatever, but... Whoa there, be careful. Be careful now. I don't want you getting wet before we've even started.
Oh! My mind.
I think we both went to the same spot.
Our minds combined and went totally the other way.
Do you promise?
God, if this continues, I will have to turn on the AC again. God damn. Right now in Canada, the freaking temperatures change. Like one day it's cold, the other day it's hot. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that's happening down here as well.
No.
Except it's hot, slightly warm with a decent breeze, then hot again.
Us, it went from like maybe 11 like degrees Celsius to like another day going up to like 30. Anyway.
Okay. Wait, oh, I'm going. Okay. The footing's a little tricky, see? That plank has a habit of moving and tipping this boat the whole way over. When that happens, you want to swing your weight over here.
Okay. No. I'm getting out.
Stan chuckles heartedly, making it clear that he was joking. In your relief, you notice that he's still holding your hand from the assist earlier. I'm just messing with you.
God damn it. I knew at some point you would have needed to do the Rick impression.
No, that was completely, actually, truthfully, that was completely on accident.
Mm-hmm.
No, it was. I can attest to things that was completely on accident. I'm just messing with you, don't worry. You're not gonna get wet toots. You're in good hands.
Is it okay?
Oh, Fred. No, Fred. Here, we've been upgraded from kid to toots.
I know! I was just about to say that. Every time he says toots to someone, I'm like, this is one of the, like, corny, most seen in those old movies, kind of like the 50s, 60s times, but, you know, like, we grew up in those times. I am not gonna, like, argue with that, but it's still a cute nickname, and
Yeah,
I like it.
No, yeah, like, here's what you can call people is toots. You guys say it with this accent, like, toots. Because that's where, there's no other way. Toots? No. You guys say like toots. It's the same thing with, there's like another nickname. I don't know if it's technically considered endearing or not, but you say it with like the same kind of accent and inflection.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't remember, like...
Sugar tit- Oh, fuck off!
The garage was like, nope!
The garage didn't want me to say it.
Nope.
That was beautiful timing.
You can continue.
I have to wait till the garage door closes.
Ah. But in that time, my day was pretty boring because I didn't do anything. I went to the store to actually like buy some stuff. This is where, okay, for people who kind of like knows about those half moon cakes at the stores, if you guys want to know, right now they have a special thing for Halloween being a full moon or the half moon candy corn flavor.
Ooh.
I got
sounds like
some. It's chocolate flavor for the cake, but candy corn flavor for like the frosting. Personally, I didn't really taste any difference, but it's still cool. It's still cool. They were good cakes.
Okay.
Anyway.
Moving on. This is the only fishing vessel I own. The other one's bigger, called the Stan War 2.
Creative.
Shut up! Hey, I'm not joking this time. I've got pictures. Hold on. Hey, you quit standing. Take a seat. Don't want you losing your balance. You sit and watch a Stan dig
Yes,
out his
sir.
wallet and opens it. Yes, sir. And opens it. It's so full of photos that several come free, fluttering down to the floor of the boat. As you pick them up, you see that they're pictures of Seuss, the kids, and a teenager you've been told is Wendy. This is the Stan War 2. Stan hands you an unfolded photo, which depicts him and Ford standing proudly on the deck of a comparatively larger, newer, and safer-looking vessel than the one you're in now. It's docked in a place you don't recognize, and the sky is bright blue and cloudless. Give me a second.
It's okay.
Okay. Oh, fuck. She's a resilient one. Sailed all over and never let me down once. Well, until me and Ford came back to Oregon, and poof, she sputtered out and we had to send her in for repairs. Something about sailing in extreme environments. Point is, I'm back down to the Stan War Mark 1 over here. This little girl's got her quirks, but she's reliable.
I'm guessing this one needs fixing pretty often.
Yeah, just like my old Diablo. Every time it broke down, I just fixed it up again. Learned real quick what to do and not do under the hood. What to do and what not to do. Okay, I read that wrong. He chuckles to himself and dusts off his hands before presenting his outstretched palm to you. You see the big scar? Right across my palm. I told the kids I got I got it fighting off a grizzly bear. Should have seen the looks on their faces. Thought it was some kind of hero, you know. But the real story is I burned it on the engine when I was 16. Must
Aww.
have thought I was hot stuff trying to change the oil while the car was running.
Okay, first off, him blushing like that, adorable. Second of all, that wasn't the best thing that he could have done while actually changing the oil, but hey, he was 16. I'll give him that. Oh my god, were you alright? You skipped my line!
Oh shit, did I?
Yes!
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Oh my god, were you alright? That must have been so painful.
Yeah, my pops called me an idiot for thinking the engine wasn't hot, but Mama cleaned me up in the end. Remember, you're still holding his photos and he handed them all back, which he returns to his wallet with some difficulty.
Hey, does that wallet just scare photos, or does it hold money from time to time?
Stan chuckles at your teasing. No, I just keep a lot of photos and there to remember. Keeps me grounded.
Oh.
Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Stan turns, busying himself with cranking the motor, and with a few pulls, it sputters to life, expelling a thick plume of exhaust. He coughs and attempts to wave it away quickly. Stan gives the motor a couple of good thumps and it quits coughing, the engine smoothing out into a much gentler thrum. From there, he's back to focusing on untying the boat from the pier and easing it out into the open water of the lake. Glancing around, you spot the two policemen from your night in the clink, and you quickly duck out of sight, hoping to avoid being seen. Stan turns his head and notices you crouched on the bottom of the boat and quirks an eyebrow. You hiding from the sun or something?
No, it's those two cops from a few days ago.
Stan whips his head around and spots them and lets out a laugh so loud it startles you. Who loves a Durland? Ha! I told you those two are harmless. And besides, I think today they're a little more focused on each other than us. They're always focused on each other, Stan.
Mm-hmm.
You peek your head up over the edge of the boat, just enough to check out Stan's claim. Sure enough, the two cops seem to be engrossed in only each other, laughing and applying sunscreen to each other's skin. It's cute, you think, and a relief that they're not on the lookout to arrest you and Stan again.
Phew. Thank goodness. That cell was way too cold to go back to.
Stan gives you a nod of agreement, opening the tackle box. There's a bunch of colorful lures inside, a few hooks, and some spare string for the poles. He motions for you to hand him your pole, and within moments he's got a hook tied to the end of your line. You a live bait or lure kind of person? I'm a live lover.
Actually, okay. I don't know if you, but I never really fished before.
Me neither.
Well, I kind of did when I was in primary school. It was like in like a lake at the town that I used to live in, and I didn't catch any fish. The other time I tried to fish was with my buddy. That when I went with him, and I did catch one.
Oh, nice.
It was a tiny one. Like, maybe like, not even longer than my palm, but still. I did catch a little bit. I'm gonna go with the lure lover, because live ones actually gross me out. I don't... Yeah.
Ah, gotcha. I'm a live bait man myself. Reload game. But I bet I can swing you over to my side in no time. Stan picks out a feathered lure from the tackle box and attaches it to the end of your line, and hands you back your pole. The two of you settle into the relative quiet. As you wait for a bite, you look out over the lake at other people outside today. Whether because he noticed or whether he was just filling the lull in conversation, Stan starts pointing out faces of the locals, putting names to them and giving you a little background on each person. You quickly realize that the background info he gives has much to of his opinion mixed in to be useful, but try to remember the names anyway. Still, time passes easily, and you soon find yourself reeling in quite a few catches of your own. Looking over to Stan, you've clearly managed to catch more, but he dismisses the difference with the excuse that his luck's just waiting to kick in any moment now. Seriously, any moment. He glares at the lake for a minute, then lets it go, leaning back with a sigh. Ugh, I think it's time for a water break, don't you? Here, you go first! This whole thing was a plot to drown you in the lake. What was that fucking noise?
What do you mean? That was just me screaming.
Okay.
Trying to distract me so you'll gain the advantage.
You'll need a lot more to distract me.
God damn it, Rebel.
Okay. If you faint out here, that's not gonna be on me, kid. You want a bottle or not? I'm hurt. I thought we had upgraded to Toots. I thought we had something special.
And you thought that he was actually gonna push me into the lake, right?
No, I actually didn't. I didn't think he was gonna do that. That was just a joke. I thought you would catch the quote that I made, but oh well.
But yeah, no, I did. Don't worry.
Good.
Okay. Toss me one, would you?
He thinks he's like tosses you a water bottle, you open it, take a swig. Oh shit, I forgot that I filled them with vodka.
It would, oh my god. Those are always into his trunk and never for the kids to use.
Yeah. Stan leans down and digs around in the bottom of the boat towards the bow. I'm sorry, and comes away with 2 bottles of water, wet with condensation. He smiles and tosses you the bottle and you catch it, twisting off the cap and taking a grateful sip. Until now, you hadn't realized how thirsty you actually were. Yeah, never realized how thirsty you actually were.
Shut up.
Stan takes out his own bottle and starts chugging the water, clearly more thirsty than you are.
No comments on that. I knew that you were gonna say something.
No, I read ahead. Some of the water slips past the opening and drips down his chin and onto his shirt, darkening the fabric. Your palms suddenly feel very sweaty, and you can't look away. Palms sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on your sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
God damn it. Like, okay, can we both agree that Stan's route is like, I don't know. I don't know the right word, but I'm like, Ford's was cute. It was very cute. And like Stan's, it's way more forward. Do you know what I mean?
I guess.
With like the thirst and everything like that. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you actually, or you're just saying that too?
Stan notices you staring and swallows.
Sorry. Okay.
I'm not gonna make the comment.
Just wait. Okay.
I'm not gonna fucking say what I was gonna say. Taking the bottle away, licking the stray moisture off his lips, maintaining heavy eye contact the entire time.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
It's okay.
I need to breathe. Your eyes both meet, and for a long moment you both just stare at each other, neither daring to take a breath. Stan licks his lips again, slowly this time, almost deliberately so, maintaining heavy eye contact.
God damn it, this man. Okay.
Yeah. A sound of a boat motor breaks the silence. Aw, man, I thought we were about to get it in the middle of the lake in this dingy-ass boat.
Oh! Oh my god.
You whip your head around just in time to see a speedboat tear past you at a speed that's definitely illegal for a lake as small as this one. You have half a mind to share a very rude gesture to the driver, but suddenly Stan is grabbing your hand and shouting, "Look out!" Because the massive wave created in the speedboat's wake is headed in your direction, it slams into the dinghy and rocks it off balance, tipping it dangerously to one side before dumping you both out into the water, fish and all.
No!
Damn it, I thought I was gonna get some! Fuck! The water is cold, almost bitterly so for being in the middle of summer. And despite surfacing nearly instantly, you're already soaked and shivering. The poles and the well, that's what happens when you fall into a fucking lake.
Oh, exactly.
The poles, the tackle box, and the fish are long gone, and the boat floats upturned some distance to your right. You swim over to it and grip onto the curved underbelly, gasping for air. Oh no, I need CPR! Oh no!
Oh no! I'm drowning!
What a big, strong man. Carry me to shore in his arms and give me CPR, mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. I remember being taught as a lifeguard, because I took lifeguard classes, because my mom's like, you're gonna be a lifeguard, and I'm like, okay. I didn't pass the physical exam because look at me, I'm small and tiny, and
But you're still adorable.
Shut up.
It's my turn! It is my turn!
No. So, the fun thing about, I'll say this really quick, the physical exam for when I took it, it's been years, but what you do is you have, of course, the written exam, and I passed that easily, but the physical exam is that you start in the deep end, you have to dive in, swim a good distance out, and grab one of the other classmates who's pretending to be, like, someone who is drowning, is at the bottom of the pool, the bottom of the deep end. Grab them, swim them up, do the proper procedure of putting them onto the life, to the life noodle thing that lifeguards have, swim all the way back to the deep end, to the edge of the pool on the deep end, bring him out, and then do the, I forgot the proper term, but the, like, initial check, where you're like, hey, are you okay? Everyone, and, like, tell people what to do, and then you do CPR on a dummy for 2 minutes. Okay. I couldn't, and you have to do that in, like, I think under 1 minute and 30 seconds, and I was always this shy, the minimum amount of time, you have to do it as fast as you can, but at best you have to do that whole thing. It's said in the textbook, you have to be able to do that properly within 1 minute 30 to 2 minutes, and I was always just a little bit over 1 minute 30, so I never exactly became a proper lifeguard. But the thing is that when we were taught CPR, they're like, I know in the movies, it looks like you do mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, however, we don't do that anymore. We have, like, I don't know where mine is, but I still have the, like, mask that you put over someone's mouth.
Oh.
And, like, has a nozzle, so that way you're not, like, directly lip-on-lip contact, because you don't know what's in someone's mouth. It could be blood, it could be vomit. So you have, like, this plastic thing that you put over someone's mouth and nose as best as you can, and with, like, a thing coming out where you then press firmly the mask down and breathe into it, and then do CPR. So, but oh no, back to the fantasy of being given mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Rebels info dump doesn't fucking matter.
No, it does.
Yeah, no, I feel like everyone should know CPR. It was good learning the stuff. Yeah. I just could never pass it. I even took the class twice.
I know that, like, me, personally, I wouldn't be a good lifeguard because, I don't know for you, But me, I cannot, for the love of God, just open my eyes under the water. Like it just, ugh. I need a mask. And like, I kid you not, I cannot, okay, I don't know if this is like psychological or something like that, but I legit, like if someone pushes me like in a deep end pool and I have a mask on, like, you know, like the ones for like the eyes and the nose, I will be able to go back up and like swim perfectly. But if I don't have a mask and someone pushes me in, I am legit in a panic, and like it seems like that I do not know how to swim.
I mean, maybe it's because prepared. I actually don't know. I feel like there is a psychological reason. I just don't know.
Maybe. Wait, is it right
However, what was I going to talk about? I mean, it was the fact that what made the physical part difficult was that I am still extremely small. Like, I am small for any average age for, like, the past several years. I've been consistently 5'1" for God knows how long at this point. I'm very small and very stout with very little. Like, I can be strong, but I'm just not strong enough. And a lot of other classmates were guys who were tall and heavy, and it just wasn't possible for me to properly bring them up, put them over the thing, and then have to, like, use my arms and very little leg movement to drag them back. It was that part. It was just extremely difficult for me, because I just couldn't. I'm a good swimmer, but
yeah, they're like double your size.
They're double my size in body mass. Like, I know I'm fat, but like they're big. They're fucking big, dude. So, moving on. You hear Stan spluttering behind you, making his way to the boat. He's yelling at the offending boat, using some very colorful terms you've never heard before, but make a mental note to remember that later for posterity. Once he makes it to the Stan of War, he sags heavily against the wood, taking in deep, measured breaths. He too is completely soaked, and his wet shirt clings tightly to his body. Hope you have that mental image, Fred. As his chest heaves, you can't help but look at your fill. Oh my... God damn it. Then pretend to be very invested in scanning the lake for the two policemen when Stan looks your way. Well, that's one disaster of a fishing trip. God.
You can say that again.
Yeah, whoa. Stan lets out a disappointed groan and starts pulling off his jacket before tossing it on the upturned boat. Give it to me! Give it to me! Give the jacket to me! Gimme!
Grab your hands like, gimme!
Gimme!
What are we gonna tell Dipper and Mabel that their old uncle's lost his fishing touch?
You wish I could outfish you any day. I don't know, the evidence would suggest otherwise.
I'd like to see you try, old man.
Old man. Why I oughta. He splashes water on you and you shriek in mock outrage before a wicked grin fills your face. Don't.
Splash him back.
What's
Splash him back. Splash him back.
Okay. You rake your arms through the water, creating a big enough wave that splashes Stan, re-soaking him from head to chest. He looked shocked for a moment before letting out a deep belly laugh and returning the gesture with an even bigger splash. By the time Blubs and Durland come to rescue you, you both are so utterly soaked from the impromptu water battle, there's no way you're drying off in the sun. You and Stan exchange giddy smiles as Blubs heads back to shore, and something tells you that despite losing all the fish, you weren't going back empty-handed. And neither was Stan. I'm sorry. What the fuck does that mean? The walk back to the car is slow and methodical, and a relief after the adrenaline rush you'd had just a little while ago. Stan is wringing out his jacket, muttering under his breath something about damaging good Moroccan leather, when a sudden and violent cold chill runs through your body. Despite the warmth of the sun, your soaked clothes and clammy skin from all the water all catch up at once and you start shivering. Oh, jeez, here, take my jacket. Before you can protest, Stan is... Before you can protest, Stan is draping his jacket around your shoulders.
Thank you.
Aw.
What? You did ask for the jacket earlier. We have it now.
I don't...
What?
I just... You know, like, squeak? That was funny.
My squeak that I did earlier?
Yeah.
What's wrong with What's wrong with that?
It was adorable.
I'm not adorable. Shut up.
Oh yeah, you. No, you're not.
No.
Yeah, no, little mouse, little mouse.
Why a mouse? What?
I don't know, cause of the little squeak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, I am hearing kids outside.
Oh shit, children.
It's okay.
What?
It's the arms! It's the arms for me!
You okay? It's damp, but you're It's damp, but you're immediately surrounded by a sense of warmth, and your chills subside just a little bit. Somehow, despite having taken a dunk in the lake along with the rest of him, the jacket smells good. It's got a faint woodsy smell to it, and a hint of smokiness. It takes everything in you not to bury your nose into the thick of it. While you're busy taking in the jacket, Stan hops into the driver's seat and has the El Diablo cranked and running in a flash. You need a ride back!
Stan, you are my ride. I would have played with it. Like he's joking with it. He's like playing with it, and I'll be like, I'm a sucker for these. God damn it!
I was thinking of something completely different.
What? Oh! Why did it took me a second? Oh my god! Oh. That kind of ride. Okay.
What?
Nothing.
No. What are you thinking?
I legit can't say it
Message
because if I do say it, I don't think Twitch will like it.
me. Message me it, and nobody
Oh,
will
God.
ever know.
Are you sure?
Yes. They will just see my reaction. I'm nervous of what you're putting. You can hear the typing.
I accidentally typed in full caps. Hold on.
No, full caps makes it better. I was like staring at a wall while I wait. Trying to think of RP responses from my Jorhas chat.
Yeah.
I'm not getting any younger.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, we're on the same wavelength.
God damn it.
I know, I'm just teasing you. He reaches across the bench seat and opens the passenger door, motioning for you to come inside. Come on, let's get back to the shack. It's a lot warmer in here than out there, you know. God, we are so fucking unhinged. Stan flicks on the radio once you're cruising down the road, and a good song comes on, one you both know the words to. Disco girl. Stan is humming along quietly, and you pretend not to notice, not wanting to ruin a good thing. The breeze from the open windows is calming, and as the trees whiz by, you don't regret getting soaked anymore. It's not long before Stan pulls up to the shack and shuts off the El Diablo, and you both exit the car. Your limbs crack and pop from exertion, and only now do you realize just how exhausted you feel from the day's adventure. Man, you'd kill for a nice, warm, dry bed right about now. Hey, Fribble, Stan halts for a moment and scratches the back of his head nervously. He's looking at the ground, shuffling his feet back and forth, trying to find the right words to say. Oh, fuck, I accidentally scrolled. Shit, I scrolled. I know!
Stop scrolling!
I didn't mean to do that! I feel kind of bad about getting you all soaked today. I promised you'd be in good hands, and then everything went right to hell in a handbasket, didn't it?
Stan, it's fine, really.
Do you like campfires?
What?
I asked if you like campfires. Yes.
Yes?
Great, hold on, I'll be just a few minutes. It's time to burn the witch! What?
No!
You're left confused and standing in the backyard of the shack as Stan dashes inside, slamming the door shut as he goes. A chill breeze whips through the trees and you shiver. Despite Stan's jacket, you're still a little damp, and being exposed like this certainly doesn't help matters. You check your phone, and after several minutes are ready to give up and head inside the shack when Stan comes through the back door, arms full of marshmallows? Come here, I want to show you something. Curious, you follow him over to what appears to be a makeshift fire pit. There's already wood and kindling inside, and part of you wonders if Stan had always kept firewood lighting around or if he prepared this just for you. He pulls a book of matches from his pocket and strikes a match, the head bursting into a bright yellow flame. He tosses it into the woodpile where gradually the kindling ignites. It's not long before you have a modest but warm fire at your feet. I figured you're still pretty damp, and I'm sure you're hungry as hell since we didn't catch any fish, so... He trails off and gestures at the fire and the marshmallows again. It's the least I could do for screwing up your day. No, I did get to eat. I got plenty of eye candy today.
Oh my god, Red Wall! Girl! And I'm the one who's supposed to be, like, drool over these, man, and you're the one just, like, calling it. Damn!
Like, again, just like last time I said, there's nothing. I'm not thirsting over these two, I have comments.
And you like to tease me about it.
I don't.
How about you save? I'm gonna go with maybe thank you? Thanks. I already needed this fire.
Stan gives you an easy smile in return. Glad I could help. Hell, I need this too. I took more of a dip than you did.
No way. I'm way more soaked than you are.
What a bet! I knew he was gonna say that. You both laugh, settling down by the fire to finally warm up. You're not sure how long you sat out by the fire, roasting marshmallows over the open flame. Stan's burnt his mouth more times than you can count, trying to eat a marshmallow far too soon. And you've burnt enough of the treat to make it even the Stay Puffed Man weep. Stan plucks another marshmallow out of the bag and turns it over in his fingers a few times like he's contemplating something before turning back to face you. You ever play catch with these?
Huh?
What do you mean? I mean, toss them up and try to catch them again with your mouth.
Yeah, who doesn't do that?
Hey, I thought I'd ask. You never know with some people these days. Kids these days, am I right? Suddenly a grin spreads across his lips and he tosses the marshmallow up in the air, straight towards you. Catch! Roll for acrobatics!
Oh my god. Maybe save there.
Why?
Walkthrough thing.
Okay. You lean back and watch as the marshmallow slowly arcs and falls towards you. You're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. It sails just past your cheek and lands on the ground. Stan makes a disappointed noise, but you pluck the marshmallow off the ground anyway and pop it into your mouth. Close enough. Suddenly, the back door flies open, and out come Dipper and Mabel, running up to the campfire excitedly. They're both in pajamas, but look wide awake as ever, and are already snatching up the marshmallow bag to dig in.
Are those marshmallows? Come on, Grunkle Stan, why didn't you tell us you were roasting marshmallows?
Because you should be in bed, Pumpkin, that's why. He ruffles Mabel's hair affectionately and pulls her into his lap, handing her his roasting stick.
Nope, we're teenagers now. Teenagers don't have bedtimes.
Yeah, exactly, so Grunkle Stan, answer still no, kid. You cannot go out on a 3-day camping trip to track Ghost Prince. But Grunkle Ford supports my theory. If you ask me, your Grunkle Ford needs a bedtime too. So how was the live lizard birth?
Oh, it was so exciting! Grenda Jr. was so relaxed, she didn't even realize Grenda Jr. Extreme was being born before her very eyes! And then, wait, Dipper, you tell him the rest.
Oh, why do you keep telling it? I didn't get a great look.
But I gave you a front row seat right next to me! You saw the whole thing up close! Intimately! Unforgettably!
Uncomfortably. Dipper shivers, and not from the chill of the night air.
Okay, fine. So Grenda Jr. Extreme imprinted on Dipper. Isn't that the cutest thing?
Oh,
Little
no.
Dip Top Mom!
Oh no! No, it's not! And I'm not a little... I'm manly. You and Stan chuckle at the kids' antics and give each other knowing glances as you each pop another marshmallow into your mouths. The fire crackles and you draw Stan's jacket further around yourself, feeling truly warm for the first time today. Oh shit!
I need to check
We
something.
didn't get an image!
You know, it's normal.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life. New life for me. Okay. And you wake up early, gross with a desire to go outdoors. You decide breakfast for one, doesn't sound too bad, and maybe a walk. Greasy's isn't too far, and the food there was pretty good. You'll be back before anyone even knows you're gone. Defend against the morning chill, you put on Stan's jacket, which you haven't yet returned from yesterday.
Keeping it to myself.
You didn't see him when you got up, so it wouldn't hurt to wear it one more time, would it? This action will have consequences. When you arrive at Greasy's diner, you're immediately greeted with the scent of fresh coffee and sizzling bacon. More like sizzling coffee and fresh bacon. Looking around at the other diners, you'd guess this is the breakfast rush. Of course, in a small town like this, that means about a dozen other people are here. You've only been in Gravity Falls a week, but you're starting to learn some of the names, and Stan's refresher yesterday helped some too. That big burly guy over there with the bushy red beard is... You're struggling to recall his name. Let's see... It was... Dan.
Yeah, Dan.
Hey, Dan!
Hey, Dan!
Oh, that was you. I'm so sorry.
Hey, Dan!
Huh? Hey! You're the tourist staying with the Pines! My kids are off somewhere else, so I got an open seat if you need it. God. It could be nice to talk with someone other than the Pines for once. While fun, their hijinks can get tiring even for you. Choose wisely.
I'm gonna go sit by myself. Thanks for the offer, but I'll have to pass today.
What? Suit yourself. You see yourself at an empty booth near the far corner. After a few moments, the waitress approaches your table, and you recognize her as Lazy Susan. So, stranger, not here at the Pines this time, huh? What's your name anyway?
Oh, I'm Frebble.
Well, Frebble, what can I get for you? You give Lazy Susan your order, and she leaves you alone at your booth. Left to wait, your thoughts drift towards Stan. Your eyes drift easily closed. You find it still early enough in the morning to be tired. The comforting weight of his jacket on you, and you imagine how Stan's embrace might feel with those strong arms around you. He used to box, didn't he? You wonder how he'd look like that, and you remember his offer to teach you a thing or two, and imagine how he'd look giving you private lessons. And despite
that
knowing
could be
it'd be
nice.
unrealistic... Oh my god! image comes to mind anyway?
Oh, for one line! Dude, okay.
Oh no, that's too bad. You snap back to a sudden awareness of your surroundings, face flushed with the heat of embarrassment. Man, I hope Manly Dan didn't read my thoughts just now. You shake off those thoughts. Where's the chill of the morning when you need it? At that moment, Lazy Susan comes back with your order. God, it smells really good. Here you go. So, I've been seeing you around here with the Pines and haven't had a chance to talk to you yet. Mind if I stay for a bit?
Not at all.
Make conversation. Immediately ask about Stan.
Dude, okay, okay. I don't like seeing it on stream for being like, oh, you guys are using like a freaking walkthrough to get things. Well, okay, we are using the walkthrough to mostly get the pictures. This is like, yeah. But I just realized that the reason that they, like, okay, I'm using a video that I found on TikTok, and the thing is that with the campfire thing, you need to like reload until you get the marshmallow into the mouth.
Do you want to go back and do that?
Do you mind doing that?
I don't mind doing it. I need to remember.
Okay, so click save. Click load. Then this one. Yep.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna go with this one instead.
This is wonderful, Stan. Thank you so much.
Stan blushes just a little from the praise. There we go. You can tell he wasn't expecting it with that much sincerity. Well, shucks, I'm glad you like it. Okay. Oh, fuck,
No!
I didn't.
Don't freaking... Don't skip it.
It's my bad. I didn't mean to. Yes.
Yep, loading.
Okay, this is wonderful. Blah, da, 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 da. Okay.
That's some of it in your mouth.
Okay.
Doesn't it? Okay.
Okay. We are going to save. I think since we made a better option, I'm going to save over this. Because we'll just skip right through.
Wait. Oh,
no, you're fine. We're fine. Hey,
I wanted you to read the little thing. It said bone bow something. And
right,
I was
the
like,
kisser.
yo.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Okay. Catch. Lean back.
Hey!
We got
Come on,
first try! You lean back and open your mouth just in time for the marshmallow to sail right through your lips and into your mouth. You bite down, chewing it with a triumphant grin. Victory has never tasted sweeter. And then something.
Those
We
marshmallows.
want to stay up late. The lizard imprinted on Dipper. That's totally not weird as fuck. And what?
How did it not give us the picture? What?
Check again.
I'm checking it. Okay. Because, like, it said 3 when, like, the picture of, like, the boxing thing. It said 3 instead of 2. Wait, hold on. Did it say 3? Yeah, no, pick 3. What do you mean, pick 3?
Pick 3?
I don't know, man. Anyway.
Are we moving on?
Let's continue.
Okay.
You can skip it.
Skip.
Okay, Dan. Skip. By myself. Okay. Ask about Stan. Do you know Stanley Pines?
She laughs. Who doesn't? Oh, he's a real charmer. Such a handsome fellow. We almost had something once, but it didn't work out. It's so strange. I called him every night. So how are things going with him?
What?
You two looked close. Saw him in the lake while I was fishing for dinner. But he's the real catch of the day, am I right?
Susan.
Laughing, Lazy Susan elbows you companionably, but you're speechless. She winds down with a sigh. Am I right? I'm right. Okay, ask her about the town.
Yeah. So, how long have you lived in Gravity Falls?
Oh, my whole life. Besides what happened last summer, it's always been a nice town. Nice people. And nice food, right?
Yeah, it's great. But, what happened last summer, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, well, Never mind all that. Oh, never mind all that.
How about the diner? So, are you the owner?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just a waitress. Been here ever since I was a teenager. Me and Matilda have been the only waitresses here for years, but we've had a promising new trainee working here since the spring. Oh, Pacifica! She points out the window to where a blonde girl around Mabel's age is shooing a raccoon away from the diner's trash cans. Lazy Susan puts her hands on her hips with pride. Yeah, remember? Because I think either it was... Yeah, no, I think it was actually it never happened in the show, but Alex did state that Pacifica did start working at Gracie's Diner because of her parents making a huge investment into being basically servants of Bill during Weirdmageddon, and now they're poor. But she can only have one pony. Oh no.
Yep.
We're starting her out small. Woodpeckers next. Well, I better get back to work. It was nice to meet you, Frebble. Enjoy your breakfast. And you do, digging back into your breakfast with gusto until your meal is again interrupted, this time by the buzzing of your phone from inside your pocket. Can't a person enjoy breakfast in peace? Huh, it's a call from a number you don't recognize.
I'm gonna pick up.
Pick up.
Yeah.
I don't ever do this, but yeah. Maybe this one won't be from a telemarketer. Oh shit, hello.
Hello?
This Frebble.
Wait, Stan?
This Frebble? Yeah, it's me. Look, I've got a surprise waiting for you back at the shack. Think you can get back over here from wherever you are? The surprise sounds intriguing, so you promise to be there after breakfast. It's not long until you finish up, pay for your food, and head out the door. Boxing lessons?
I do hope so.
As you approach the shack, you spot Stan already outside. Hey, I was about to call again to make sure you didn't get lost. You planned this sort of timing or what?
It comes naturally. What's the thing you wanted to show me?
You'll see. Just follow me. Oh my god! Stan leads you to a room in the back of the shack that you remember being used mostly as a storage space. Also, I think your room?
Oh my god.
Oh no! The bed's right next to the boxing bag.
Red Bull! Scandal! God damn.
Fuck. Sometimes I really do wonder. Now, though, the furniture there has been pushed aside, and boxes have been stacked against the walls to make room for what looks like
a boxing ring?
It looks ragtag, hand-constructed, and distinctly homemade. He pulled this together just this morning? And more than that, are you psychic? You just left your boxing lesson fantasy on hold in the diner. Started putting this together last night after everyone went to bed. It's almost as if something compelled me to do it. I was admiring my new clown. Again, thinking about our drive last week and remembered I offered to show you how to throw a better punch. Stan shrugs, casual as though he hadn't already put loads of work into what he's prepared for you. So what do you think? Ready to learn how to hit?
Yes, absolutely.
Whoa, someone's eager. You don't understand. He grins though, relieved, and it's like a weight came off his shoulders. Did he think you might have said no? Well, here. From his pocket, he pulls out a roll of what looks like gauze tape. Before we even do anything, we gotta wrap your hands properly. You could get hurt otherwise, but then you won't be able to kiss it better.
God damn it.
You won't be able to kiss the boo-boo better. He takes one of your hands in his, looping the tape around your thumb and winding it around your wrist. Then up around your hand, wrapping it snugly. He pulls the tape between and through your fingers as they rest on his palm. His hand is warm, the warmth seeping into yours as he holds it. It's faint, but you can feel the roughness of his palm as you watch as he works, confident but careful. It shouldn't affect you as much as it does. You should feel neutral, grateful, nothing more, but when it's him, and the two of you are nearly face to face, the act holds an undeniable intimacy. He pulls the tape back around your thumb and then around your knuckles expertly. It feels right. Not tight. Secure. Wait, no, it said... No, not tight. Secure, yeah. Stan finishes the wrap at the wrist. Now you watch him pull the tape towards his mouth. Clenching it between his teeth, he jerks his head to sever it. The remainder is then wrapped back around, snug and complete, and Stan smiles down his work. He doesn't look up at you yet, but if he had, you would have been embarrassed by the expression that's on your face. Other hand, now. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You offer your other hand, and he starts on it, same as before. This time you watch the act less and watch the look in his eyes more. It's his focus, you find, and care underneath. You can see it in every pull and twist of the tape. A conviction to protect, to secure. You're so lost in the sight that before you know it, he's done and looking at you again. Alright. Not too tight, is it?
Nope.
Then let me show you how you should be standing. Standing? Is there something wrong with your posture right now? Stan starts giving some sort of explanation. What?
Oh yeah, like, do you know a bit of like boxing and everything?
Oh
like that?
yeah. I still have my boxing and sparring gear in my closet.
Ooh.
I took, I've talked about this before, but I've done almost every single fucking sport under the sun. I've done soccer, dance of several different types, swim team, Kempo karate, kickboxing, Krav Maga, CrossFit. Like, you name it. I did so much.
Yeah.
But I did do boxing. As a extracurricular or kind of physical activity, I do enjoy boxing and different types of kind of fight more, like fencing. I did fencing. I like doing stuff like fencing, boxing, and self-defense because it's just far more useful. That and dance. I learned recently that football players actually learn ballet as well.
Really?
It makes sense. By football, I mean American football. I don't know about, like, soccer football, but, like,
Yeah.
But it does make sense. I did find that, like, because I did, like, ballet and jazz and tap as a kid. I was part of a dance company. And then as I got older and I learned self-defense, I learned that I was a lot more graceful and fluid with the motions because I think it was dance that contributed. So it's like it's a cool duality. That's why in like action movies like I don't know, John Wick or even Black Widow's origin story, whenever like people were taught how to fight, they were also taught ballet. It's to incorporate that like sense of fluid gracefulness to your movements.
Okay. Oh, this is good to know actually.
Yeah. So I find that if you're gonna learn one, learn the other. There's nothing wrong with learning both. I find it extremely useful. But yeah, no, I realized that, like after I heard, oh yeah, football, I actually learned this while we were watching John Wick Chapter 3, because I was talking about my ballet class. It's like, yeah, like football players learn ballet as well, and then we were watching John Wick 3, in which John Wick goes to where he was kind of trained, and there was ballet, and there was wrestling and stuff like that, and I'm like, wait a fucking second. Oh my god! That explains it! You never really saw any of the guys being taught ballet. It was like, you saw like the girls doing ballet and the guys doing wrestling, but I feel like it would have been both.
Yeah.
So yeah, kids, if you're ever interested, learn both. Porque no los dos, why not both? Any whoosies. But yeah, if you're ever curious about learning boxing, despite you living in Canada and me in Texas, I'll give you lessons. Not in that sense, but you know, I'll gladly
Yeah,
talk.
no, totally. I get it. I just laughed because of like the whole situation with with the game. But yeah, sure. I would love it.
Yeah. Boxing's a special interest of mine. Anywhoosies. Stan starts giving some sort of explanation, but the moment he steps up to you and places a hand at the small of your back to guide you, words lose their meaning. You don't want to be too stiff, you see. He directs you, smoothing out the line of your shoulders, widening your stance, placing guiding hands to show you how you should be positioning yourself. He's talking again, but you're more than a little distracted.
Oh my god, it's that freaking audio of like TikTok when like you hear someone talking and like it goes blah blah blah.
President business. Stole the craggle. Blah blah blah. Proper name, place name, backstory stuff.
This is literally what is happening right now.
And that's why we do that. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Good, now on to punching. I got some personal experience with the way you hit.
I already apologized for that.
And it could use a lot of work. Kid, I'm telling you, I barely felt it. Here's how to direct that strength. He demonstrates, moving to your right to assume the same stance he's guided you into, and swinging through empty air he does it again, slower this time, for him to explain how to shift your weight, where to start from, where to go. Then it's your turn, and after a couple of swings of your own, the hands-on guidance is back. You, like, purposely fuck up so that way the hands-on guide. Yeah.
Get out of my mind!
Stan's hands, first resting briefly at your waist to adjust the twist of your torso, go next to your shoulders, nudging you into better balance. Then he corrects the movement of your arms and his chest is warm at your back as he reaches to show you where to go. Your breath catches. Jesus fucking Christ. Man, it is hot on this hill! Yes, there! Damn, you almost had it. Try again. Come back here and...
Actually, I think it helped if I had a, something to hit.
Sure, we can... Verbal, you wanna go on? You're looking kinda red. It's just a physical activity! This unexpected intimacy is a little overwhelming right now, and he's still so close to you. Especially after what you'd heard at the diner today, that whatever you have with him is obvious, and has you a little on edge. Definitely not the little pre-breakfast fantasy you had. So not that.
Oh my god, okay. I'm fine. You put this whole room together and we haven't even used it yet. We should. Shut up.
For that, you're gonna need these. He holds up a pair of standard, albeit a bit old, boxing gloves, handing them to you. You have some trouble putting them on. They're a little big. Hold on, let me do it. I'll lace them up for you. He takes your hand again, like earlier, pulling the laces of the glove tighter and tighter until the fit is snug. Is that too tight?
No, that's fine.
He ties it off and takes your other hand, cradling it in his own for a moment before his hands move up, brushing along your wrist. He pulls the laces together, and as he does, you steal a look at his face. There's that same focus, that same care. The longer you stare, the more you feel heat rushing to your face, turning it red. How about that?
Feels perfect.
He looks up, and his eyes lock with yours. He looks away, clearing his throat with a gruff cough, and you notice how his face is... Now that it's his face that's pink.
Oh my god! He's so cute!
Okay, that's adorable. That's fucking adorable.
Oh my god, I love this.
We should get started. It's nice to see you aren't the only one affected as you watch Stan quickly wrap his own hands with a lingering blush on his face. He pulls on a pair of fingerless gloves next and walks into the makeshift ring. Excuse me. I'm so sorry about that. You're gonna try to land a hit on me, alright?
What? You're just going to stand there and let me hit you?
Stan laughs, shaking his head. You think I'm making it easy on you, Rebel? No, I'm gonna be hitting back. Of course, I'm not gonna let any of my hits land, but it'll stall you enough to make it a challenge. Remember what I showed you, jab, swing, and block. Putting them in action is just the next step. Boxing's pretty simple when you get down to it, but it's all in the timing. You need to know what that other person in the ring is thinking. It's almost like a dance. Fucking...
Say it.
What do you mean?
That you fucking knew it?
Yeah. No, yes! Yes, it is this! Yes! Yes! Sorry, I'm nerding out in physical sports. It's so weird. I don't know, something in me. No, I don't know why. Like, because we're talking about boxing, there's some part of me inside that's like, yes! Yes! Fuck you! Okay. That other person in the ring, even though you're up against each other.
God damn it.
They're just as much your partner as they are your opponent. Even though you're going head to head, you have to be willing to get.
Oh, you're gonna be alright!
I'll be chill. I'll be a consummate professional. Even though you're going head to head, you have to be willing to get intimate with them. Knowing the right moves at the right time and in the right place, you wind up forming a bond with your opponent. You nod and step up to join him in the ring.
Where did you learn so much about boxing?
Well, when we were kids, my brother and I had it a little rough. We weren't too popular with the other kids in the neighborhood. So our old man put us through boxing lessons. He wanted us to be tougher. My brother couldn't quite take to it. Not exactly. Poindexter could ace the lessons, same as how he was good at anything he put that big old brain towards. But he quit the first chance he could. But me? What else did I have going for me, you know? If anything, I had to be tough enough to protect him, to keep us all safe. I've always got to be the tough one, and I always have been. It's hard, but sooner or later, you forget what it's like to not have to feel tough. So I guess you could say it gets easier. After I left home, I was on the road for a bit. Got into my fair share of trouble that followed me wherever I went. But I was fine. I was tough enough. I knew how to fight. It got me far enough, didn't it? It's got me through all these years. And here I am with you. Stan's eyes seem to glisten, but he looks away before he can tell for sure. He smiles with that big, ridiculous grin, as though to reassure you. He fakes a cough and wipes at his nose. Jeez, it's so dusty back here. Might as well get started already, huh? You probably don't want to listen to me rambling all day.
I wouldn't mind.
Like I said, timing is key. Is it the time to make that big swing? Or will they be able to block it? Sometimes it's smarter just to take a quick jab, even if you don't hit that hard. Being quick enough to wear your partner down and keeping him blocked is enough to get you there. So, let's dance.
Oh my god.
Oh god!
Whoa! Yeah, save. Okay, here we go. Okay, a jab is faster than a block and does 1 damage. A swing does 3 damage but is stopped by a block. If neither opponent blocks, both hits with success. Okay.
Okay. Is there
Okay.
a walkthrough we need to follow, or?
This is randomized. What
I'm
did you do?
looking. I
Okay,
didn't click anything.
so
Jab is faster than
okay,
block.
It does 1 damage. Swing does 3 but gets blocked. And if neither opponent blocks, they both hit.
Okay.
I could go with a jab first.
Okay. Jab. Jab versus
Oh.
swing!
Youch! Okay, yeah. Oh,
Slow and steady, right? This should wear him down. Eventually. Stan doesn't look like he's tiring out anytime soon.
let's block. Oh, yes!
Stan doesn't
Double
look like he's
swing
tiring
on
out
his
anytime
side.
soon.
Okay, swing.
Oof.
That did hit. Ouch. He
It's
just
an
keeps
even match.
swinging.
You can feel your confidence rising.
Let's block. He just keeps swinging. Okay.
It's an even match. You can feel your confidence rising.
Maybe jab.
Oh.
Oh, okay. This is getting down. We have to put his stamina down.
Stan's breath have gotten heavier. He chuckles. You gonna last much longer? Oh no.
Block.
Okay. Stan's breath has gotten heavier. He chuckles.
Block again.
Ooh, no.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, let's swing. Let's swing. God
Oh,
damn it.
fuck.
Oh no, we're down.
Do you wanna try again?
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
No, save.
Oh, I didn't save.
No, click save. Load. And then start again.
Okay.
Okay. So let's swing. Let's swing.
Swing. Swing versus swing.
Let's swing again.
Okay, swing. If you play your cards right, you might actually win this one.
Let's swing again.
I'm gonna quick save. Oh god, we might actually win.
Swing again.
I feel like we should save up for some stuff.
No. Let's swing.
Oh, wow, just
There we
swing
go.
to swing, no. Stan's panting by now, his sweat shining on his forehead and collarbone. Alright, I'm calling it. Are we actually gonna see it again? Oh. Stan laughs. It's been too long since I last had a decent fight. Hey, you were great. You laughed too. The two of you lock eyes again, and there it is. That warmth, that redness. You're both covered in sweat, out of breath, and even though you're both exhausted, you still pick up on a light in his eyes, an eagerness. There's something there that's waiting to break in this moment of eye contact. Fanfics will shove us in a certain direction from here.
Wow.
I don't think it's gonna happen, though.
Okay, give me a sec though. I need like it's not because of the whole game. It's legit. My apartment is getting hot. I am turning on the AC.
It's totally not because of me.
Shut up.
I didn't think you'd actually hear me.
Dude, I'm not wearing headphones.
I know. I know exactly. That's why I talked very quietly.
Okay, just tell me if my mic picks up on the AC, because if it does, I'm gonna put down the sensitivity. Okay, it looks alright. I don't know if it... Okay.
Okay. Alright, breaking the silence, you decide to be the first to act this time. Oh.
You know what? I think I'd love to dance with you sometime.
Ooh.
Oh!
Yeah, we should do this again.
Definitely. But, I mean, I think I'd really like to dance with you in a more literal sense, too. Not as opponents, but together. You and me.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm also getting invested in this. I'm invested.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit. You hope he feels this too. This connection, this chemistry you have. It can't just be you. Your breath is held, nervous, and while it felt like time stood still in the space of that pause, just a second later Stan breathes in, and then he speaks. No. End of game. You lose. I'd like that, you know? I'd really like that. He's
God,
smiling.
that blush!
He's smiling in a way that lights up his face like you haven't seen before.
Aww.
Just smiling too, wide and goofy, full of sheer giddiness you can't contain. There's something intoxicating about it. With that feeling running through you, it's a hard fall back to earth.
Hey, can you help me get these gloves off?
Stan laughs loud and free and obliges. It's later that day, just after dinner, when you get around to telling Stan about your time at the diner. Oh fuck, I didn't mean, for those of you that don't know, you could scroll forward or backward with your mouse wheel and I accidentally really nudged the mouse wheel.
It's okay, I already knew about the mouse wheel.
Yeah, I'm just telling the audience. It's later that day, just after dinner, when you get around to telling Stan about your time at the diner. Definitely note about, my little, you definitely exclude your little fantasy.
So I guess I'm asking, is it always like that around here?
People talk about my love life. After you survive Mabel, everyone else is small fry. There's not much to talk about in this town. So when a tourist crashes their car into the jewel of the town at the peak of the season, that's prime material. Enough of that, though. I thought we could have a private movie night. You know, to wind down a little. I keep the movies in that cabinet there. Go on and pick one. You open it up to reveal stacks of VHS tapes and a few DVDs. What do you want to watch?
A heart-racing classic drama, stomach-churning horror film, a documentary that you assume is sports.
Which one does the walkthrough say?
I feel like I'm gonna go with a heart-rending classic drama.
Okay. Oh no, it's an old black and white movie about a young woman whose lover has to leave the country to pursue his dreams. At the film's climax, right as he's about to get onto the boat to sail off for foreign lands, the lovers kiss as violins swell. They promise to never forget each other, and he sails away, knowing they'll never see each other again, until part 2. You hear sniffling, and after confirming that it didn't come from the TV, you realize it's coming from your left, from Stan. He's absolutely staring at he's resolutely staring at the TV with a deep-set frown on his face, but his eyes shine with withheld tears.
Oh.
Stan really is a romantic at heart. Good call, Mabel. You act like you didn't notice and continue to watch as the heroine returns to her average life, clearly no longer satisfied with mundanity. Feeling comfortable, you shift your position a bit to rest your head on Stan's shoulder. Yes! Getting sleepy.
A little, but I gotta see how this ends. There's no way she's just gonna go on like that.
I swear to God, Stan, if you don't do the classic yawn stretch to put your arms around the other person, I'm going to sue. This is the only way.
God damn it. Oh.
Stan chuckles before making a sound of excitement. Look, this is the best part. He said that about 3 times already, but you don't mind at all. Not too long after, the film concludes, leaving exactly what the woman did when she returned to the dock late at night unclear. Setting up for a sequel you know Stan has in his collection. Fucking called it. The ending credits scroll across the screen against a melancholy orchestral accompaniment. That was a good movie, and you're crying. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, hold on.
This is hilarious. I'm like trying to think of how many days there were for
that was a good movie.
Okay. By the time the credits are over, you're sleepy enough that you can't imagine getting up from your spot. Stan seems to feel the same, but the jarring shift of the TV screen from black to loud, snowy static brings him to his feet. Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
He grumbles, switching the unit off but not bothering to take the tape out.
You were right. That was pretty good.
Course I was, Frebel. Stan offers you his hand to help you up and out of your seat, and you accept. Your eyes meet for a moment, the faint glow of the table lamp catching in them, before you break the silence with a smile, with a laugh, smiling tiredly.
Thanks to this session today. My arms are sore, so I hope that means it's working.
And then you realize your hand is still in Stan's, and he beams at you. Oh, definitely.
Well, good night then, Stan. I'll see you in...
You glance to the clock.
a few hours, I guess.
Sure thing. Good night, Frebel. What, no kiss goodnight? How dare! How fucking dare you!
What in the...
I was like really fucking close to the mic too. The feedback I heard.
Yes, you were!
When you open your eyes, you're being stared down by a fat, wet snout.
Ah, Waddles! Ah!
Oh, Waddles, it's you.
Oh, Waddles, it's you.
Oh, wait, that was you reading. I'm so sorry. The plump pig is lying on your chest, and boy, he's real hefty. Purple!
Who's that? Ah!
You jolt up at the sudden voice from above you, sending waddles falling from your chest into your lap with a scream. You turn to see Mabel, all metal-filled smile and rosy cheeks, barely able to contain her glee despite nearly scaring the life out of you.
Hey there, sleepyhead! It's lunchtime!
Is it? What happened to breakfast?
A glance at your phone tells you that you've slept in past noon. Instead of leaving and letting you get ready for the day, though, Mabel sits right down on the edge of the mattress with you and looks at you expectantly.
So, how have things been going with Uncle Stan? Has he told you about feelings yet? Have you two kissed?
There have been plenty of opportune moments, Mabel, yet he hasn't taken a single fucking one. I'm getting real fucking impatient with the motherfucker. You tried like so many
dude. Relax. This is called a slow burn, okay?
You just like, you say that exactly, Mabel's just like, what? You can't say the F word?
Oh my god.
Did you ever, you looked through that, Reunion Falls AU that I sent you, right?
Yeah, I did.
So, for those of you that don't know, there is a, the reason why I'm talking about this is, there's an
There's
AU
an
that
alternate universe that someone made that,
Yeah, it's Miles!
I'm sorry,
It's not
go
mine.
ahead!
I found this AU ages ago on Tumblr through Pinterest, because I didn't have Tumblr at the time, and it's basically a AU where Dipper and Mabel were separated at birth, and Dipper lives with Stan in Gravity Falls, and Mabel lives with her parents, both completely unaware. And honestly, like, this was like one of the first AUs that I ever like came across, and it just changed my life, like changed my brain chemistry. A lot of Gravity Falls stuff did, because that was like one of the first shows I was truly invested in a lot of fan work for. And Dipper, you know, knows how to, like swears. Like, these kids are 12, but Dipper, like, swears. He says, like, shit and stuff like that, and it's great. And Mabel's like, there's this one part of the comic where Dipper's like, shit, we're so close to, like, something. And Mabel's like, you can't say that. I was like, why? Why not? We're 12. She's like, I have friends back at home who won't even say crap. Like, where did you even learn this? And then Wendy comes up and is like, hey, fuckwads, what's happening? Or something like that. And hell yeah. Anywho's, moving on. It just makes sense. Let Dipper say fuck. That's the important part of the lesson.
No, even better, let Mabel say fuck.
You know what? Yes. You're not sure you would even tell her, even if either of those did happen. Oh yeah, sure, both things, lots of times.
Why don't you ask Stan?
Because you won't tell me a thing! Come on, Fribble! I thought we had a bond that lets me learn how much I'm improving my Uncle Stan's second chance at love! Third chance. Fourth chance. Actually, let's not put numbers on that. Okay, maybe there haven't been any milestones, but things are going great, right?
What do you think?
Absolutely, definitely, and I think you should tell him how you feel.
I'll keep that in mind. But can I get changed now?
Oh right, silly me. Come on, Waddles.
They leave, and you're left to your thoughts. With all the hectic supernatural stuff in Gravity Falls, and inexplicably often finds itself in or near the shack, you haven't been able to spend much significant time with Stan since your boxing session. You've only found short moments, like a late-night game of cards that ran longer than expected because by the end of it, you both just left the deck on the table as you listened to him tell a story about how this one time well, I guess that was a significant amount of time. You just never really wanted those moments to end. And just yesterday, Ford came up to you in the kitchen standing with a bowl of cereal in hand and was apparently in the middle of eating. And basically gave you a condensed version of, if you break my twin brother's heart, I'll make you regret it. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, okay, no. This is cute, because normally I think that Ford would not very care, but I feel like that since he came back, he went on like a trip all around the world, mostly with him. This change with him could be very adorable, because normally it would be around. It would be Stan just like looking at this person and be like, if you break my little Ford's heart, I will. I don't know.
The bowl of cereal turning out to be 95% marshmallows did not make him seem any less intimidating. You're not sure why he did that. As far as you know, there's nothing official between you and Stan. Besides, Stan and Ford don't even live on land anymore. They'll be setting sail again, exploring the seas and documenting the oddities of the world. From what you've heard about it already, it's intense stuff that keeps them on the move and untethered. And you're no expert, but your car's looking pretty close to done, meaning you'll be leaving Gravity Falls soon enough. All you can do is hope you're not leaving with any regrets. Heading out through the back door so that you don't disturb Seuss's current tour, you round the house to where your car has stood still for the past 2 weeks. Sure enough, there you find Stan staring thoughtfully into the hood before he spots you and brightens. Hey, how's it hanging, Frubble?
Okay, let's go with, I don't know, fancy finding you here.
Okay.
Fancy finding you here, outside your own house, where Ford told me you'd be.
What can I say? I'm unpredictable. Never know what I'll be up to next. Your car's almost good to go, as far as I can tell. I'm planning to take her for a quick test run around town to make sure.
Sounds fun. When do we go?
You ain't coming. I don't want you inside if there's an explosion or something. There won't be, but it's a precaution.
Okay.
But if you are free tonight, I figured we would celebrate.
Oh? Yeah, sure.
Fred, I think we both know what's about to happen.
Really?
Unless you ask very nicely.
We were both waiting for that moment.
It's gonna happen.
I do hope so. Sure, what do you have in mind?
Can't tell you. That just ruined the surprise. All you gotta worry about is yourself. Meet me back here in a few hours. And wear your best duds. Stan shoots you a wink, twirling your car keys around his fingers before he turns and gets into your car. Unsure why you couldn't go with him and hang out tonight, you wave goodbye and watch carefully as he revs the car to life. It works! And hey, no explosion. He gives you a thumbs up, which you return and pulls out onto the dirt road towards town. A handful of hours later, and it's just about time to get ready for your date. Stan got back to the shack a moment ago, and through the window you spotted Mabel talking to him outside. Though you couldn't figure out what they were saying, you laughed to yourself when she took his face in her hands, squishing his cheeks and looking him straight in the eye. A cute intimidation tactic, maybe? After rummaging through all the clothes you brought with you for your trip, you're relieved to find an outfit that fits the occasion. How convenient. It's...
How, yeah.
What are we doing? What are we going for?
Something flashy.
Showing a little bit of skin. Oh no, is that a shoulder? How scandalous. Elbows? Oh good gracious, I'm clutching my pearls. You don't remember why you packed it in the first place, but you're sure glad to have this outfit now. Feeling good about the outfit you choose, you head outside to meet Stan. You step out onto the back porch and are met with his back to you, looking off into the distance. You're about to call his name when he turns in your direction, and your words die on your tongue, speechless at the sight of him. Fucking... I'll give you a minute, Fred.
You? Did you even know that I was gonna say something? Like...
I don't know.
Oh my god, we can see the chest hair. Okay, okay, continue.
He looks handsome. Your cat's eyes. Great, you're doing good. Your eyes catch on the way his gold chain glints in the light, drawing your attention to his proudly exposed chest, hopefully framed by the cut of his shirt. The buttons almost strain to contain how good he looks. Fucking It's not that I don't mind reading this, it's the fact that I live with other people, and if they can hear me, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is she talking about? They've heard probably worse, but this is just, I'm so self-conscious of. And your gaze follows the line lower to how Stan whistles playfully at the sight of you. Oh god. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
I'm gonna do a turnaround.
I'm going to save Disco Night. I don't know why, but I was about to do that one.
Yeah, no, okay, wait,
Listen, Fred, we're here to get the images.
I know, so, you're not so bad yourself. You sure cleaned up nicely.
You give him a once-over, as though you hadn't already been looking earlier. Stan's cheeks flush the faintest pink as he smooths out his jacket in response, posture straightening proudly. This used to be all the rage back in the day. Trends may fade, but Stan Pines still got it.
So, where to?
Hands in his pocket, Stan nods over to the Stanmobile a few feet in front of you. Only one way to find out. He offers his arm and escorts you to the passenger side, opening and shutting the door for you before heading over to the driver's side. While you were already looking forward to this, the way Stan makes you all the more eager, and that cologne, it suits him. You watch him, thinking to yourself just how crazy this all is. Your brain telling you to get a grip, but your cheeks are beginning to ache from smiling so much, and you can't bring yourself to mind.
Oh my god, it's even it's even better in this side of the car. Okay, continue.
The El Diablo soon purrs to life and you're on your way. Since you don't know your destination, you're not sure how long the ride will be. Not like you mind at all.
Make conversation.
Okay.
You always this mysterious with your dates? Luring them off into the night with the promise of a good time?
Stan chuckles. Nah, only the ones I like being around. Oh!
Good to know.
Besides, you should definitely know what to expect from a drive with me by now.
The unexpected?
Bingo. You gaze out the window again, unable to keep the smile from your face. Another minute or so passes before Stan speaks again. Alright, we're almost there. Close your eyes.
Really?
Yes, really, and I've got a blindfold in the glove. Ooh. Really now?
Okay.
Sir.
Okay. We both know that it might be for like other kind of things, but this man is not vanilla at all. Okay.
Oh my god. If you can't stop yourself from peeking. Somehow it sounds like he's not joking about that last part. After what you've seen with him, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Comment on it.
Are we really going to?
Yes, I will comment on it.
Okay. You laugh and cover your eyes with your hands!
Do you want me to continue, or do like we wait for like the garage door to close? Rebel, should I read? Should we okay. Oh god. I love
The garage
it.
door hasn't closed yet, but I love it. Just like, ah! Oh fuck, there's a door.
There's the door closing back.
I'm gonna start that sentence over again. Because that was horrible. You laugh and cover your eyes with your hands. There we go.
We can save that for another time.
Oh.
I promise I won't be.
Oh my god. You can't see, but somehow your instincts tell you he's flushed red from that. He laughs, pleased. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody gonna match my freak? Dude, I really want. I'm glad that you've matched my freak. That's what I really want as a significant other. It's like a bunch of stuff, but also someone who's like matching the freak.
Mm-hmm.
You keep your eyes closed for another minute or two as Stan begins to tell you about the time he was hog-tied and blindfolded by some thugs on the side of a desert road. Just as he gets to the good part about how he had to hitchhike using only his nose, the car comes to a stop. You both hear and feel Stan put the car into park and realize there's muffled music not too far from you.
Can I look now?
Hold on. Stan exits the car and the footfalls tell you he's walking to your side. In a second, he's there, opening your door.
Can I look now?
Stan chuckles. Unless you could walk with your eyes closed. You'd be surprised. You open your eyes to see a rundown diner. Greasy's Diner, to be exact. The building is about as slightly shabby in appearance as it was when you last visited, but under the glowing "We Have Food" sign is an endearingly hand-painted banner reading "Disco Night." Through the windows you could spot energetic silhouettes and flashing multicolored lights. Hardly grandiose, but it's still beautiful.
Oh my god, Stan!
I am your god. I love it when I love that. He takes your hand and helps you out of the passenger seat. What, you don't like it?
You remembered!
Wait, what'd you say? I actually had my earbuds out.
You remembered!
I know you've been dying to see the magic I made on the dance floor. Seemed cruel to keep you waiting any longer.
Let's get going already.
Okay.
Well, come on, let's cut a rug.
God, this is old slang. Stan chuckles, leading you to the door. Well, that's some old... Wow, that's some old slang even for me.
Paint the town red?
Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead.
Red.
Their card's right and we'll do both. We're gonna murder people? Oh. As you step inside, you're greeted by the sight of a dance floor. A disco ball reflects fragments of colorful spotlights all around the room, and even the cow skull above the jukebox has string lights wrapped around its horns. There's a good amount of people here. It's mostly older adults, which is unsurprising given the music genre, but there are a few younger folks who seem to be enjoying themselves unironically. You're surprised you don't see Mabel and her friends here. You finally look back at Stan and catch him pretending he wasn't just watching you for your reactions seconds earlier.
You didn't do all this just for me, did you?
Nah, it's a monthly thing that picked up a while back. I lend them some equipment for it every time, but I may have knocked it a week or 4. He's smirking. He's so proud of himself. You roll your eyes but give him a fond smile. Dun, dun, dun.
Well then, let's dance already.
Grabbing Stan's hand in yours, you lead him onto the dance floor and he follows eagerly. Alright, we can start you off with something easy.
Nah, I need to see your moves first. Make sure you're the real deal.
Okay, let's stretch. Got any requests then? That'd be funny, but no.
I don't know, Foxtrot?
I don't remember the foxtrot. I'm trying to...
Okay. This is probably me not knowing the term of it, but what is Foxtrot again?
It's like it's like a genre of dance.
Okay.
But it's usually a couple. If I recall. So it's like kind of graceful, flowy movements across the dance floor. Yeah, it's the best I can do.
Yeah, it's okay. Maybe the game is gonna say it.
Okay, I'll save here.
Foxtrot, yeah.
I'm not the young buck I used to be, but I still got some Lindy Hop in me. What the fuck are you saying?
Isn't that a different dance?
That's not the point.
So you're not gonna throw me around like a ragdoll. Got it.
Please. I never do that in public. Unless you ask nicely.
God! Oh my god, okay. I'm sorry. You were waiting for that one too, okay?
Yeah, I was. That's why I actually put a little bit more effort into the line.
I know, I noticed.
Unless you ask very nicely.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And you dance. Before you know it, the song is passed, and then another, and another. You weren't too sure at first, but Stan's actually a really good dancer. He's light on his feet, and he's definitely got rhythm. He knows just where to guide you, how to hold you. Oh god, you hope your hands aren't sweaty. Are you sweaty? Your face sure feels hot when he shoots you a wink before leading into a half turn that lands on your back flush against his chest. Man, it is hot on this hill! You're keeping up pretty good, Frebble. You having fun? He asks low in your ear in a way that makes your heart flutter as you sway together. My
Only because
god,
I have
this
such. Oh my god.
is nuts.
Oh!
Nuts. I could say the same thing.
I didn't read my line!
Oh, I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
Ooh, okay. Only because I have such an amazing partner.
He said the same thing. Stan laughs, bringing you back to face him. But the song ends only seconds later, and he releases his hold on you. No. It's a slow song, and Stan raises his brow at you questioningly. I thought that was a garage. Turns out it was a fucking loud-ass car. Take initiative.
Yes.
Roll for initiative. Of course you want to continue. Laughing, you take his hand in yours again and guide it back to your side. Stan beams and brings you closer still. You're about to rest your palms against his chest, but change your mind and rest them on his broad shoulders. You're almost nervous to look him in the eye, but when you chance a glance upward, you're so pleased with what you see. Ah, we don't get an image. You've been close before, intimately even, but this is a whole new ballpark. Face to face, moving slowly as one, nothing to distract the one from the other's gaze. You try not to think about how good he smells, or how comforted and electrified his hold makes you feel, and you definitely try not to think about how a slight lean forward would easily bring his lips to yours. Oh god.
Please.
Woo!
Please.
Man, it is hot!
It's the time for it!
Now's the time! The song changes again, almost too soon, you think. But Stan just picks up his tempo to match, keeping your proximity the same. By now, you don't even have to look at your feet. The pace quickens, and you both get caught in it. A swing, a twirl, another swing, and you're dipped in Stan's arms so smoothly that it takes you a split second to realize why you're nearly upside down.
Ah, yes, that move, I love it.
Stan's grinning down at you, panting from the intense bout, holding the dip.
Yes! Yes! Last one, gets him!
Hold on. Listen, Fred, I love you. Stan glances down your lips for a split second, but it's enough to tempt you, and you do the same. Maybe it's the romantic in you, but you can't help yourself. Heart thrumming in your ears, you lean up, meeting him in a kiss. Sorry, I'm even stunned. I'm fucking stunned over here. My god. He makes a noise of surprise, which turns into one of contentment as he kisses back. You part after a moment. I'll give you a minute.
It's okay, continue to read.
You part after a moment and Stan's eyes are wide with excitement, grin bigger than you've ever seen. Before you can kiss him again, he brings you back up into his arms to finish off the dance as the song ends. A quick glance around the room lets you know that most of the surrounding patrons were watching the two of you dance. They look away as you notice, some whispering and some getting back to their own technique. It's Stan who speaks first. You hungry? For more lips! Not what you were expecting, but you're kind of relieved he's keeping the mood light. I'm actually pretty thirsty.
I thought you'd never ask.
Great, my treat, kid. Really, we just kissed and you call me kid. Pick anything you want. Of course, the place he's most generous at is a diner whose most expensive entree is $20.
Lucky for you, I only want some fries and a shake.
Sounds perfect. Instead of waiting for a server to come by, Stan goes straight to the counter to order. You sit down in a pleasantly unsticky booth to wait for him, and notice that Stan left his jacket on the seat next to you.
Put it on!
In no time, Stan returns with 2 orders of fries and 2 shakes. He grins when he sees his jacket draped over your shoulders.
God, I'm sorry. Even with or without the jacket, he still looks good. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Hope you don't mind. I was feeling a bit chilly.
Shortening the screen a bit. There we go. Sorry to shorten the screen.
So it's okay.
Nah, that one looks good on you. And it's not wet this time. You know what other clothes look good on me? Yours.
Well, technically speaking, I am wearing one of his, so...
Yeah, I know. That's a good shirt on you. Shame if I were to wear it. He sits sliding in right next to you. It's been a long time since I just got fries and a shake from an old diner. Not usually something people my age do, I guess.
Your friend just
Jesus
don't know how to
Christ.
have a good time. When was the last time? I don't know. You're different.
Okay.
From what I've seen, there's a lot about you that's unlike other people your age.
Stan looks down at his fries instead of meeting your eye. Is that a good thing?
You think I'd be here if I thought otherwise?
He makes a non-committal sound and takes a thoughtful swig of his shake instead of answering.
Since you brought it up, what is it?
What's what?
Your age.
Oh god, here we go, guys, finally! We're gonna learn! He shakes his head, smiling. You don't want to know, kid.
Of course I do, that's why I asked. But don't worry, you don't have to tell me.
I feel like we should, considering, we just smooched.
Nah.
Alright. The Stan and Ford's ages will forever remain a mystery. Stan purses his lips, expecting there to be some sort of catch.
I don't really care. I was just curious. Figured I'd ask. You already know mine, and nothing stopped you from asking me out, so I'm sure it'll come up eventually.
You stayed so lightly, picking at your fries for a good first bite. Stan simply stares at you for a moment, like he knows you have a point. He shakes it off and returns back to his food. Ready to dig in properly, you take a fry and dip it into your chocolate shake. Stan, handful of fries ready to be shoved into his gaping mouth, looks at you like you just screamed bloody murder.
What?
Did you just...
What, you've never tried it?
No, of course not.
I did one time with McDonald's fries, and it's okay, but
I think it just depends on the fries and the shake.
Yeah. It's
Really
delicious,
depends.
perfect mix of sweet and salty.
Stan frowns. I regret everything we've done within the past few weeks. This is the deal breaker.
Don't knock it till you try it.
He scoffs, picking up a fry and dipping it into your shake instead of his own, and pops it into his mouth. His eyes widen as he chews, silent until he swallows. That's actually not that bad.
Rub it in his face. Yeah, I told you so. I heard that you're surprised at my good taste.
Well, you're here with me, so you're right. I shouldn't have doubted you. You soon slip into that comfortable silence again as you survey the crowd and the couples on the dance floor. Everyone seems to be having a good time. It's nice seeing others enjoy something Stan helped put on. It seems he does more good than he likes to admit to himself. When he's not going on crime sprees or getting arrested, at least. Soon, you're to the ends of your cups and have picked up the last bits of your fries. Hey, wanna get out of here?
Lead the way?
Soon you're back in the old Diablo, engine purring to life as Stan screeches out of the little parking lot and onto Main Street. With the way he drives, you honestly don't know how he keeps his car in such good shape, even with his mechanic skills. But eventually your speed becomes reasonable as Stan transitions from the asphalt road to dirt, and you're left to realize your quickened pulse isn't due to his driving, but from anticipation.
You taking me for some late night errands again?
Nah, I thought we could just see where the road takes us.
You know, for a small town, it sure is huge.
Tell me about it. The forest is more of a trap than the shack.
That's debatable. Wait.
What? Ha! I'll take that as a compliment.
Okay.
I mean, was that actually the line?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it's grown on me, like a fungus, sure, but it has. But I'm not the kind of guy who hikes trails or draws gnomes. That's my brother. I'd rather be in the city than the woods. Way fewer bugs, more people to pickpocket, and not everyone knows my face.
So then, how does someone like you end up in a place like this? You said you were from... God damn it!
I'm
no!
not looking!
You said you were from Jersey, right? You know how everyone else has gotten here, but... not you.
Stan sighs as if the weight of his whole life story lies with that question. It does! Luckily,
I know,
he
it does.
humors you. Long story short, my brother and I had a falling out when we were kids. High school. I got kicked out, barely talked to him or my parents for 10 years. He moved here. I spent those years bouncing from state to state. Oregon was one of the few I hadn't been banned from. Wow. You're telling me? Then one day he dropped me a line, asked me to come here. I came thinking he wanted to make up, at least talk things out, but he was in a bad place, basically told me to get lost.
What? That's awful!
Yeah, well, we both made our mistakes that day. We fought, said some things, threw some punches, and... I suppose now that you know how weird this town is, telling you I accidentally pushed my twin brother through the cosmic portal in the basement, leaving him to fend for himself and hop through dimensions for the next 30 years isn't as crazy as it would normally be. Your mouth is just... agape. Seriously, you think your jaw might be on the floor. Close your mouth, kid, you'll catch flies like that. My throat's starting to hurt, which is the telltale sign of, oh fuck.
Ask about a portal.
Right.
There's an interdimensional portal in your basement?
Not anymore. Caused nothing but trouble. We destroyed that hunk of metal once Ford got back, and the mess is finally gone. It's just a glorified garage at this point.
Oh, well, that's good. Wait, where's the basement? I haven't seen it anywhere.
You don't want to know.
You don't want to know.
Stan smirks, almost proud. You know that soda machine in the gift shop?
Yeah?
Stan leans in, mock conspiringly. Secret passage.
No!
Yes!
You guys really do have all the bases covered. Secret passages, cryptids, long-lost twins, time portals.
Yeah, it's crazy shit. Not a time portal. A dimension portal.
Right. Excuse me.
Sorry for fucking that up. You should have seen the place before Suze took over. Now his grandma's got all those ugly dollies covering everything. You don't mean to laugh.
They're not so bad.
Suze apparently had to talk her out of covering the entire place in plastic.
That could be a new exhibit. The room that never spoils.
Oh god, no. Ha! That's a good one, kid. This title needs work, but it's got potential. By now, it feels like you've been driving for a good while. You're starting to wonder if Stan really does have no idea where he's going, but the thought stops in its tracks as the car makes a sharp turn onto a diverging path. You catch the slightest glimpse of a wooden sign reading, "Do not enter."
Stan? Where are we going?
Relax, Frabble. I know what I'm doing. There's this real hot spot up ahead on the cliff's edge. Lets you see the whole town, the horizon, and everything. Real picturesque.
That sounds amazing.
Are we going to a point where we're gonna pull the car in and, like, you know... like all the classic old 80s, 90s Hollywood high school movies, like Grease vibe shit. I don't know what I'm saying.
You mean the kissing place?
Yeah,
the
you know,
kissing
that's
hill?
what all the teenagers go. If someone says, oh yeah, Brenda and Sean are going to Lookout Point.
Oh my god,
Oh my
you're
God.
serious right now.
They are so fucking serious right now.
Oh my god.
I was about to say, and they're I was about to add, and they're seriously fucking.
Seriously, Becky? Are you serious?
The car suddenly jerks left, and there's a troubling bump as you go over a large redwood root.
That is if we don't die before we get there.
Sorry, I'm like dying out here with this voice. Sorry, kid, that one wasn't my blind spot.
It's pitch black outside, Stan. Everything's a blind spot.
Alright, hold on. One more jump and we're in the clear.
Hold on.
You grasp the back of your seat in one hand and the car's door handle with the other, unsure of how big a bump he has in mind. It's worse than you expected. Stan accelerating enough that you swear the wheels have left the ground until landing hard enough that Stan finds it necessary to brace you with his own arm, keeping you from slamming your head onto the dashboard. Oh, cool.
Oh!
The Stanmobile pulls up to its destination at the cliff's edge, just as Stan said. You have a perfect view of the whole town, the surrounding canyon, and the remarkably saucer-esque shape cut into the natural bridge. That's really sus. I wonder if UFOs landed here or something. You catch Stan's pleased grin from the corner of your eye as you gasp, taking it all in. Though the sun has long since set, the small glowing streetlights from the small town illuminate the surrounding trees, providing only a slight hint of the mountain shadows. It's not until
That
seeing
must
it...
be beautiful. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
It's not until seeing it up from here like this that it sinks in just how secluded from the world Gravity Falls is. It's almost like a hidden treasure among the evergreens. And though the black, thick forestry behind you, where you parked, might seem daunting alone at night, here to stand, it just feels promising. So I'm guessing you like it, right?
It's beautiful.
As you survey the scene, you realize this cliff seems rather untouched, save for a flimsy barrier made of wire and stakes just before its end.
How did you find this place?
Well, there's this other spot just like this one that I told the kids called Lookout Point.
God damn it!
Alright, this is like an actual canonical name.
Yeah, no, it is!
Yeah.
Robbie almost like kissed Wendy there.
Yeah, in the fuck, what's the actual name of it? But it's the several times episode. When Mabel's dealing with boy band clones with Candy and Granda, Dipper's dealing with reversed mind control messages on CDs. Sorry. Yeah. Just across from us, actually. Stan points to the spot opposite of the car, straight ahead. Huh. This place is infested with teenagers. The place is infested with teenagers. Though, saw it myself when I drove up here to help Dipper with a girl situation. Ha.
Teenagers. Gross.
You said it. Exactly. It hits you more fully now that you're here with Stan. Alone together, away from the world as you know it. You're thrilled, anxious, and suddenly don't know what to do with your hands. A nervous giggle escapes you, and Stan offers a kind and reassuring smile in return as he slings his arm along the back of his seat, crossing his leg over the other. The casual air is contagious and you're thankful for it.
So, how'd you kill time in a place like this for 30 years? Besides all the shack and secret portal stuff.
Stan laughs, scratching his cheek. Well, as you know, I'm full of surprises. I'd skip town every now and then for actual supplies or a promising hookup. But as the shack became a household name, I had to stay put for longer and longer. So I'd make do trying to enjoy the small town thing. You settle in, you're not budging until he elaborates.
Like what though? The fun stuff like disco nights?
Stan scans the horizon looking for something. Okay, there. See the bowling place? Used to have a team there. We were really good, thanks to yours truly. Till this wet blanket Toby came on board and had to use bumpers. Like a baby. Again, you didn't mean to laugh.
Yikes.
You got that right. Aside from that, there's a great taco joint and bar. The kids like to go to the arcade, and the mini golf place is pretty decent. Victory, honor, destiny, mutton! Victory, honor, destiny, mutton! He starts counting on his fingers. There's a mall, a creepy animatronic pizza place, a public pool, which I would not recommend, by the way, unless you're sitting in strangers. Unless you're into sitting in strangers' filth. That all sounds pretty dang fun, minus the filth part.
Yeah. It sounds like there's actually a lot to do around here.
It's weird, ain't it? It's like, you'll never hear about a place, but if the situation calls for it, pow! It's right here in town. Huh. Yeah, it's real weird. You really like hearing Stan
Really
talk.
weird. I feel
really
like it's kind of
weird.
like in a cartoon that you just say it and it's there.
Yeah. You really like hearing Stan talk about anything, really. The way he emotes with his hands, the grit in his voice that kills Rebel's throat, and the gradual increase of enthusiasm when he gets passionate, even about something small, and of course he never fails to make you laugh. You could listen to him all night long. So you prepare to do just that, adjusting your legs into a more relaxed position. Nothing wrong with taking advantage of the legroom in these wide bench seats.
What about that weirdly shaped building?
That's the club. You shoot him a look. Stan makes it through his next words laughing. That's the name. Honest. You snored.
Clever.
The name might be questionable, but the place is nice enough to only let you in if you're rich. Only ever managed to sneak in there once. Bad vibes there, even for somebody like me. Worst of all, the food was mediocre. Not the kind of quality I didn't pay for. The graveyard? Nothing special there. Not even that spooky. Sure, the grave of America's lost president is there, and it's something about a national treasure. But I went there myself for artifact inspiration. There wasn't even a decent headstone to steal. A factory on the cliff nearby. You know, I'm surprised the place is still even there. There used to be this attraction in the middle of town. This brat, giddy and gleeful.
Hold on. Gleeful? Like Bud Gleeful, the car dealership guy Gleeful?
Yep, Gideon is Bud's snot-nosed kid. They used to run this scam that made money off poor suckers' hopes and dreams by posing Gideon as a psychic.
Oh no.
This was as tasteless as you're probably imagining. He even had a dance around. He'd even dance around and sing like a monkey at a tux. So what? I had a real monkey at the shack back then, wore a hat and everything. Anyway, these idiots obviously ate it all up. He became my biggest competition and even bigger pain in my ass. He swore!
Hey, it's okay. We're both adults in the middle of the night.
I know. I'm kidding. That old factory is where they used to make his merchandise.
What happened to Gideon?
Kid had some realizations, I guess. Like a lot of people in this town. Supposedly, he's trying to get that silver spoon out of his mouth and be a normal tween like the rest of them, but who knows? Haven't heard about him this visit, so I can't tell you for sure. That must be a good sign. There's a lull in the conversation, a moment where the both of you are simply admiring the view. And each other. That's the view. It seems you've inched your way closer to Stan as he was speaking, because all of a sudden you realize that your leg isn't at all that far from his. The reflection of the outside light on Stan's glasses keeps you from being able to read his expression from this position.
Get closer.
Yeah. You very nearly closed the gap between you both. And it would have been smooth too if not for the creak of the patent leather seat as you shifted. Stan's grin tells you he noticed. Damn, time for a diversion.
What's that on the water tower over there?
Ah, that old chestnut. What's it look like to you? Muffin.
A muffin.
Say it.
It looks like a muffin. Not sure why anyone would choose that as a symbol of for vandalism. Maybe it scares the hell out of anyone with a wheat allergy.
Maybe it's a bran muffin. He wiggles his fingers like he's telling a spooky story. With extra raisins!
No!
You know, I almost died up there once. It's a real doozy of a story. You take the bait. God.
Oh, do tell.
God, please, just make out so I don't have to talk. Please. I'd rather that happen than anything. And so he does, with his usual flourish, painting the picture of the time he and his great niece bravely scaled the tower and nearly got shaken from it by a video game character come to life. You find yourself with another chance to move closer.
Get closer.
Stan's speech falters a bit as you inch closer and the side of your hand brushes his, but he continues when you leave it there. So, I say to Mabel, and it just looked dead straight in its dumb, ugly face. Finally. Your thigh meets his, and suddenly he seems to have a pretty persistent itch on the back of his head because he can't stop rubbing it. And so, that punk, Robbie, learned his lesson eventually, but you know how his type are.
I think I have an idea, yeah.
Your eyes meet Stan's, and you hope to God he can't tell how your heart is hammering in your chest. Screw it, here goes nothing. Oh my God, you steal your nerves, moving and gently resting your head on Stan's shoulder, leaning into his side. You hold your breath as you focus on the water tower in front of you, worried about what look he could be giving you. Oh, okay. Stan clears his throat, pulling his arm away from you, and for a moment, the feeling that you just crossed the line makes you mentally curse yourself. Fucker! Until he lets out an embarrassingly fake yawn and his arm above his head, and out resting across his shoulder. Yes! Yes! I was disappointed when you didn't do it during movie night, because that's the only time you can do it. You're so excited by his touch and your success, it takes you a moment to realize the yawn and stretch. He just used that old cliche.
That old cliche.
And moreover, it worked!
Let him enjoy his victory.
You can't help but giggle. What? Stan reddened, smiling sheepishly down at you. You attempt to compose yourself.
Nothing.
You settle into your new spot in his hold, and he seems to relax a bit too.
You're lucky you're so cute. And enduring.
I burped a little bit. Stan's chest puffs out at that with a laugh. Oh, you just said that out loud, didn't you? You'd be surprised at how little I've heard that before. Now that you're against his side, you really don't know what to do with your damn hands. Are they feeling a little extra sweaty? Curse these leather seats. What's the walkthrough say?
Dude. Hold him.
Yes. Just do it. It's fine. It's like a hug. No big deal. You were basically holding each other while dancing tonight, right? Your arm ever so slightly comes to rest on his torso in a sort of loose embrace. You sigh in relief as Stan makes a sound of contentment and shifts his arm to account for your new place. For a moment, you dare not say a thing and instead close your eyes. There's that scent again, that overtone of cheap cologne mingled with leather, cigar smoke, and salt. From this proximity, in this car, it's just the right kind of overwhelming. Was that your cat?
Yes! Fizz, leave me alone!
Fizz, leave us alone! We're having a moment!
Hold on.
Where's your Pokeball?
Can we pause at the same time? I legit need to use the bathroom.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be talking to my audience. Well, hello, it's me. No, I'm kidding.
I am gonna mute myself then.
Okay. Go piss. Oh god, honestly, it is really surprising. Like, I don't like thirst or, I guess, like, as the title suggests, swoon over, the older Pines twins like Fred does, and that's no shame to them, by the way. Like, well, that's fine. But I'm over here, like, somehow I'm still over here, like, I'm gonna make as many raunchy comments as I can. Because my brain's like, there's one right there. Say it now. And because I'm in such good company of my friend, I have no shame. In real life, I could never do this shit. Alright, now I'm trying to think of some RP stuff for my Jorhas campaign. Because right now I'm trying to make everything in character, and I thought I lost my earbud. But my god, my throat actually hurts. It's like actually killing me. This Stan, kudos to Alex. I understand. At least it's not like Danganronpa, where I've had to voice like 15 to 16 characters at once, all by myself. Like, ugh, that was bad. Yep.
I am back.
What's up? I'm continuing now.
Yep.
You really can't believe this. Never in your wildest imagination could you imagine this is how your solo summer road trip would work out. But in this moment, you really can't imagine it any other way. You're just happy. Yes!
Oh my god, I love this. Oh my god.
I'll leave the room and give you a moment, you two.
Shut up. Hey, Stan.
What? Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
Cool. His eyes meet your own as he smiles down at you. No problem, kid. It's what kind souls like me do.
You really are a lifesaver. Seriously. My car would have been a goner. And you rescued me from being bled dry by a mechanic too.
You can feel the rumble in Stan's chest as he hums. Crooks. All of them. Not even charismatic about it. That's certainly a plus, too. Oh! Your hand moves upward to his broad chest just below the open V of his shirt. I'm so self-conscious right now because the walls are thin. The walls are thin, man.
Give me a second. Okay. I'm not only thankful for a place to freeload though, Stan. I've actually had a really incredible time here. Seriously, I'm the luckiest person to ever be ripped out of the forest with their car, since it was by such a nice family.
Better than a simple trip to the Mystery Shack, huh?
Definitely.
Which one does it say?
Tell him how we feel.
Mabel's words come back to you, and despite your doubts begging you not to say anything stupid, your heart is yelling at you to tell him already, damn it! You know what? Yeah, if everything goes south, you're already about to pack your bags and leave. You never even have to think the name Gravity Falls ever again. Alright, yep. Here goes.
Stan, I really like you.
Oh my god! You focus on the gold chain just by your fingertips and toy with it, avoiding eye contact to keep your nerves while you've got them. You can hear him swallow thickly despite your heart thrumming in your ears.
I've really enjoyed getting to know you these past couple of weeks, even when you got me shot at. I can't tell you how much of a relief it's been to not only escape death by complete boredom, but to also find myself having some of the most fun I've ever had, period.
You need an extra gulp of air for this next part.
Thank you for tonight. I'm glad you brought me here.
Now let's see what this blindfold can do. Sorry.
It's okay. And I'm gonna miss you.
I ruined the moment. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh god, a glance up, and there Stan is, looking at you with a mix of emotions you can't quite place. You think you feel his pulse skip a beat under your palming, you're sure your own does the same as he looks away. His pronounced jawline is further exaggerated in the shadows, and you see it clench before he faces you again. Yes! You don't know who leans in first or more, or anything, when suddenly Stan's hand is cupping your face and his lips toward yours. It's sweet. But somewhat clumsy, as his glasses remind you of their existence by hitting you in the cheek as he leans in close. You can't help but hum against his lips. And, oh god, you forgot to breathe. You part, both of you breathing just a bit heavier than before. Stan's big, dumb grin is accompanied by pink dusted cheeks. Whoa! Was that... Are you... okay?
Oh!
god. Which one?
Do we? Okay. Okay. I have to tell you this is what the person said into the video. But if we click the third option, it goes more spicy.
Okay.
And they clicked it, so I don't know which. So if, like, I don't know if this is okay for you to do it.
Okay. Define spicy.
They just said this leads to the spicy.
That doesn't fucking help whatsoever.
I can read at some point that like he goes like for the neck, kind of the collarbone as well.
I might need to get my fan out. My goodness. Okay, like, does it violate TOS?
I have no clue. That's the thing.
That's so not helpful. I know it's not your fault.
Okay. Well, how about that we just do like maybe the kiss him again, and then on my side alone, like because I downloaded the game to actually be able to get the pictures, I could do the last one alone because I know that it's not your thing. You are ace, my guy. So I don't want to force it into you.
No, it's X. X. Look at this.
Wait. What did I miss?
X is here. No! Fred, I almost feel compelled to pick the third option now.
Oh my god! Oh wait, Axe, it is not what you think.
It is everything that you think.
Oh god.
I almost feel compelled to pick the third option now.
I really don't want to make you uncomfortable though. Axe, wait, buddy. Oh shit.
This is all for the content, X. That's what I'm doing.
Are you sure? Are you sure? I really don't want to make you uncomfortable because you're gonna have to read them out loud.
I will see. We can listen.
Okay,
no. Shush. We can always come back. We can always come back.
Okay.
I think we can do better. Oh boy, here we go. I gotta steel myself. Stan laughs, cupping your face and bringing his lips to yours once again. He's once more confident now, more sure with his hands. This kiss lasts longer and shows no sign of stopping anytime soon. But from this angle, it's still a bit awkward, side by side like this. Stan makes a... What? For the content. Sure. Listen. This is okay. The real reason, let's put this all out on the table. All cards out. The real reason why I'm playing this game is because Gravity Falls. I was a bit interested yet skeptical. This is for Fred. Not to make you feel bad. I'm doing this for you, Pookie. Alright, hold on. I actually have to be in a certain zone to read this.
I'm sorry. I am gonna stop with my comments, okay? I swear.
No, you're fine. Stan makes a noise of surprise against your mouth as you grab him by the collar and drag him down with you to the seat, but then laughs and you can feel a smile on yours. Shut up, Max! The kiss deepens before Stan breaks it, to instead kiss along your neck, your collarbone. His stubble feeling absolutely wonderful on your skin, I swear to God. Axe, I really need you to tell me if this is gonna break TOS. No, don't leave! I need you here! Axe, I need you here, please! Axe! This'll be over soon! Axe, please! Please! I need someone to hold my hand! Okay. Your fingertips have ruffled his hair beyond repair at this point, and you have to admit you prefer it this way. You get caught up in this moment, in his embrace, his kisses, even more intoxicating than the last, and his hand caressing your sides and waist in a way that makes Stan's name leave your lips. Oh, fucking Christ.
So that means that in the heat of the moment, probably him just like leaned it wrong and hit the freaking.
Oh, I need to get my
Oh.
I need to get my fan.
Wait, what? Oh, damn.
That was intense. It's over, everybody. It's over. Thank God. I'm gonna high five myself. I did it.
Yeah, you did it. Good job.
You both jolt, your heart flipping and Stan's head shooting up at the noise so fast that it hits the roof of the car with an embarrassing clunk. He swears furiously and rubs his head as he looks for the source of the disruption. What the? Sorry, Mr. Pines! You bolt up at the voice, distant and slightly echoing. Stan practically growls, pinching the bridge of his nose and hiding his face in shame. Sweet Moses. It was an accident, we swear! Oh, God. Stan flips on his headlights to illuminate. Another car with 2 people inside it, directly across from you, at lookout point. I must have pulled up while you two were... Not
looking.
Stan kicks open his door so hard and fast, you're amazed it's still on his hinges as he steps out. I'm gonna kill you, Robbie! Robbie?
Are you serious?
Sure enough, the figure in the driver's seat, scared out of his absolute wits, fits the description of an angsty-looking emo teen. There's a girl in the seat next to him with purple hair who seems to be trying to hide behind her phone as she slaps the boy's shoulder.
Wait. I need to. Okay, I want to do it, but I'm so trying not to stutter. Okay. We were just leaving, didn't we? We didn't you see in the car when?
I don't remember your last name right now, Robbie, but you're gonna hope I never find out. You're dead, you hear me, kid? Dead! The other car screeches the rest of the way out of sight. A couple more accidental honks and a final, I'm so sorry, being thrown your way as it goes. Ah, that was absolutely mortifying, and Axe has left.
Can we agree that at this moment, like Stan took it so to heart that he actually wanted to jump over there and actually strangle Robbie?
Yeah. And although
I like that.
Definitely the most embarrassed you've ever been, you kind of feel bad for the guy. Imagine being on the other end of the situation. Stan flops back into his seat, swearing under his breath for a moment before sighing. He rubs his face with his hands before looking to you. Well, that happened.
He seems nice.
Stan grumbles, shutting his car door and starting up the engine. Ah, fuck! Right as I was about to get some! I was really about to get some!
You were ready to read that kind of thing?
No.
Okay.
Oh god, no! I was actually so happy when that had ended. I was like, Jesus Christ!
It's okay. No, I wouldn't have inflicted that on you anyway if I knew something like that would have needed to be read. Don't worry about it.
Can't even drive to a cliff and get any privacy in this town. Guess we should start heading back. He offers you an apologetic smile.
We should, but can we take the scenic route?
Axe is gone and I feel sad. Yeah, absolutely. Axe, why aren't you here? Luckily, the scenic route is also the long way home. You were mostly joking about a scenic route back to the shack during this time of night, but both Gravity Falls and Stan have a way of amazing you to no end. Little bioluminescent mushrooms are sprinkled along the path, on the trees, in perfect rings. Definitely not a fade trap whatsoever. Stan drives slowly, and you take advantage of it to marvel at the greenish glow.
This is incredible.
Fred, how much longer of the actual route is there?
We're like at the end of it.
Do you think we should just push through?
Yeah, push through.
Yeah, let's go. There's a lot more where these came from, or so I've heard. There's a gnome forest somewhere around here. Never been because, well, gnomes, but maybe Ford can let us know if there's somewhere like it without the pests. You rest your head on the windowsill, watching the toadstools of all shapes and sizes go by, counting them.
I really like that.
This is... ugh. With each passing minute, the rumble of the road and the thrum of the car seem to add another weight to your eyelids, and suddenly your fatigue catches up to you. Man, had a long day smooching a man. Really takes it out of you. Says someone with zero experience. I don't know if it does. You alright? You hum an affirmative, and Stan takes you at your word. Well, this could be better. Sliding up next to him, you bring Stan's free arm that's not on the wheel around yourself, like it was earlier this evening, and he chuckles. That's right. Get yourself comfortable. You let your eyes fall closed, content.
Wake me up if God damn it, my cat is also like really running around at the same time. It disturbed me. Okay. Wake me up if there's a nymph or something.
Will do, Frebel. Fuck. I'm gonna need so much recovery time. It's your last day in Gravity Falls. Weeks ago, you'd worried today would never come, but now that it's here, you don't know how to feel. Just yesterday, when Stan told you your car was good to go, you wanted to believe there was something still left for him to fix. And yesterday evening, after your final dinner with the whole Pines family and Seuss's back-breaking goodbye hug, you had almost resigned yourself to letting go. But now, in the clarity of daylight, you realize that these weird and wonderful people don't have to disappear from your life for good. You'll always have the memories, and you'll still be able to keep in touch through letters, packages, and video calls. They won't be able to get rid of you, even. Too late, suckers. Cherished friends for life.
Yeah.
When you make your way out of the shack, you're met by the Pines and Waddles, all gathered beside a large tarp, covering what you guess is your car. They're talking amongst themselves until they spot you. There they are. Thought you were gonna miss the big reveal. Now, you guys. Ford and Stan each take an end of the tarp, pulling it off with a flourish as Mabel and Dipper throw handfuls of confetti in the air.
Ta-da!
The reveal is, indeed, your car! Besides a couple of nicks here and there, it's hard to believe it's the same one you crashed just weeks ago. Heck, it probably runs better than it did when you first got it.
He looks amazing.
You take it all in, running your hands along the hood and marveling at the spotless windows.
Ford, can I call you the next time I need a tune-up? If this is what happens when you use that magnet gun, I might ask you to total my car more often. Oh, we still get a little Ford blush. Okay, that's cute. Huh. Yes, well, perhaps we can find a middle ground.
Hey, no love for me, huh? Don't worry, you got plenty a couple nights ago. Don't forget who got you out of this mess in the first place.
I could never. Trust me, I'll take of you every time I can use my windshield wipers without jamming the button.
You laugh, giving Stan a big hug in gratitude.
Thank you, Stan.
You turn to the whole family, taking the moment in.
And thanks to all of you for everything. It's been great.
It's been so great. It's been amazing. Familiar car keys back in hand. Did I hear something?
You okay?
I don't know. You unlock your car and load your belongings into the trunk. Mabel comes up and hands you a package wrapped entirely in ribbons and bows, winking.
Just something to remember us by.
Stan calls from where he stands with Ford to the left of your car. I don't know what that is, but it's for me too.
And me.
Dipper simply shoots you a thumbs up, and when you look at the label on Mabel's gift, you see his name is already on it besides hers.
Save it for later!
Save it for later!
Open it on the road after you leave.
Or well, after you stop at a rest stop, because you're driving. Please don't get into another accident. You tuck the gift into the trunk on top of everything else, making sure it'll be safe from being crushed. After Mabel, Waddles comes up to you as well and snorts up at you. You give the little guy a loving pat. You're going to miss that pig. You're really going to miss Gravity Falls, too.
I don't know what to say, except, I guess...
You're about to say goodbye when Stan interrupts you. Hold on, I've got one more thing to say before you go. And, kids, you head on in first. You two, Sixer, give us some time alone. I, gotta show them some kinks with the engine.
Mm-hmm. With the engine, huh?
Yeah, the engine. Get it, loser, for the joyride. Mabel oozes as she leaves, accompanying whatever.
Accompanying.
I can't English anymore. My speech is decaying. Dipper and Ford back into the shack. You think that was altogether too easy? And Stan must think so too, because he turns back to the shack's visible window just as Mabel peeks out from the side of the window pane. Alone, Mabel. Mabel disappears from the window, and Stan turns back to you. Well, it's been some couple of weeks, huh? Gotta say, I'm usually on the other side of this conversation. If there's a conversation at all, that is. Look, I've never been any good with this stuff, so I'll just cut right to the chase. Oh, fuck. If this was just a summer thing, I get it, I really do. But if it were more, it's more. Stan laughs with relief. Really?
It's more.
Really? I mean, of course, really. I'm a fantastic catch. You lucked out with this one, kid.
Honestly, Stan, you're not wrong. You don't come off as the, long-distance type. I was afraid to ask, so I wasn't sure I had the guts. But I'm glad you did.
Yeah, well, there's still a few things I could get a better hang of. You give him a warm look of your own, letting your fondness show, and Stan flushes under your gaze. Well, I guess I should give you my number. Wait, you already have that,
I'd like a proper goodbye kiss. No, I'd like a proper goodbye kiss.
Yeah, but what are you waiting for? A kiss on the cheek? I wouldn't mind a kiss on the cheek. We have that as our Discord statuses right now.
No, you changed yours.
Oh, right, I forgot. No, for a very long time, for a couple of weeks, Fred, had theirs as like, what are you waiting for? A kiss on the cheek? And
it's
mine
still
was
there.
I changed mine for a second. I'll change it back if you want. Mine was, I wouldn't mind a kiss on the cheek.
I like it. Like, yeah.
Yeah. Stan's grin is contagious. You barely lean in before he meets you with a purposeful kiss, one that holds promise. It's enough to bring you back to memories of that night in his car on the cliff. Oh yeah, you'll definitely be staying in touch. Just as you're about to deepen the kiss, a high-pitched squeal rips your attention from each other to the sound's origin, to find that it's none other than Mabel pressing up against the shack's window.
I knew you could do it, Granddad! I knew it! Love at last!
A small hand comes into view and grabs her away from the window, before six-fingered one waves and draws the curtains shut. Stan looks a bit peeved at being interrupted, but relaxes as you laugh.
You get some really good kids there, Stan.
Trust me, I know. Mabel talked me through some of the rough spots, believe it or not.
Oh, I do.
Maybe next time me and Fort Doc, we can, pick up where we left off. Another more chaste peck on the lips serves as your answer.
I'll hold you to it, sailor.
Fuck. Don't forget me now, alright? Don't forget me now, alright? I'll spam you with text messages if you do. Dipper showed me how. Laughing as you say your final goodbye with one last look at him.
I couldn't forget you if I tried.
Not unless if you had some kind of fucking memory gun. No.
See you later, Stan.
Stan watches as you get in your car and start up the engine. You turn onto the road with ease, and in the rearview mirror see Stan waving goodbye, as well as Dipper, Mabel, and Ford from the shack. You smile at the sight and say a last goodbye into the quiet of your car, watching until you have to focus on the road once more. A little while longer, and you're through town, back on the open road. A sign passes on the right, now leaving Gravity Falls. Thank God, my voice was- oh, what the fuck? Oh, that was just a tree covered in moss. I was like, what is that in the woods? Not until you're at the next stop that you think to open Mabel's gift, or, well, the Pines family gift. You unwrap it to find Mystery Shack souvenirs. A small knitted square Mabel has helpfully labeled as a mug, sweater, and a photo.
Click on the picture!
Whoa! I mean, goddamn. The end.
Well, the hello sailor actually works pretty well.
Let's start the gallery. What we get?
We get it! Wait, I don't remember the second one.
What do you mean?
Do you? The second one.
Wait, So there was a fishing picture!
There was! Click on it, we haven't seen it. Oh!
My god. Okay. My throat is starting to kill me. Thoughts? That everyone, I would like to thank everyone, especially X, who is currently not on the stream, for coming along for this whack-ass ride.
Oh my god. That was something.
That was something. Which route did you like more?
Don't make me freaking choose!
And choose.
God damn it.
Wait, I wanna guess. Stan.
Okay, but hear me out. Both of them were very sweet in their own ways. Of course, Stan's was more, I don't know the right word for it, but I would say adventurous.
Yes.
And,
way more
Ford
forward.
was... Yeah, exactly. And, Ford's was cuter. It was more like kind of like in its own little place, because with Ford, we kind of like stayed around more in the shack compared to Stan, that we were literally almost everywhere. But that's the thing of it. I kind of liked it.
I think of it like this, is that Ford's is like fluff. Stan's is bordering on smut. If this were fanfic terms.
Yeah, and if I had to say, actually, for the people who wants to know this, the creator of the game wanted to keep the more spicy part, but I think that they decided not to put it in it, because it kind of like got out where everyone that actually started the show was around 12, like, so I don't think that it's that it was I think it was a reason that they didn't keep it in, and instead decided to post the more spicy thing onto AO3, and it's there. So
I'll put the link to that in the... No, I'm kidding. I'm not.
I am not sharing that.
Yeah, no. Fuck that. I love you guys to death, but no. Let's see, what else? Do we have enough to raid?
The what?
Should we raid? Who is there anybody right now, currently, that we should raid?
Oh, I don't know.
Not really seeing anything of interest. So, no. We only have, we don't really have that many people anyways. So, next week, I'll have to figure out another game. I think I will be playing Journey next, so I have to make my thumbnail for that. Oh, shit. I have not been working on that. I thought we would go like another stream, but since we were already close to the end, it was like, let's just finish this out.
No.
It's that way we don't have to deal with these scheduling conflicts anymore. There's that. So, with that, I'll see you guys around. Join us for Ice Saturdays, where Different dives deeper into depression after a lot of stuff, and it's just gonna be nothing but hell from here. With that, this is your time leader signing off. Goodbye.